Dear participants, uh, I welcome you all in the Atal FDP Information and Communication Technology in Education starting today. In this program, total 250 participants have registered, and on the behalf of the organizing team NIT Jalandhar, I welcome you all in the inaugural ceremony of this program. So, first of all, we are thankful to Honorable Director Professor L. K. Awasthi to provide the endless support for organizing this program. We welcome Professor Diwakar Goel, Chairman, Aero Academy of Science and Management in Delhi, to be the keynote speaker for this program. We welcome Dean Faculty Welfare, Professor R.T. Dutt, and Professor Anish Sachdeva, Dean Student Welfare, for their endless support for carrying this program. We are also thankful to Coordinator CC, Dr. S.P. Singh, for this support. So now I request Dr. S.K. Mishra, Registrar NIT Jalandhar and Coordinator of this program, to brief about the program.
Thank you, Dr. Panchal. Very good morning to all. I would like to welcome Professor Lalit Kumar Awasthi, Chief Guest of the event, Professor Diwakar Goel, Keynote Speaker, Director, Aero Academy of Aviation Science and Management, Noida. Dear participants, welcome to 5 days online FDP sponsored by AICT under Atal Academy on ICT in Education. This is scheduled from today to 8th of January 2021. As we know, technology has impacted very fast on daily day-to-day life since last few years, especially during COVID-19 pandemic. Now we are in the digital era. It is difficult to think of any event in our daily life without using information and communication technology. Earlier, we were not thinking to have online teaching, meeting, webinar. Like today, we are organizing this online webinar. Application of ICT in education has a major role in development of education technology. This course is meant for introducing you with the latest technology with the intention that you will meaningfully able to integrate technology in your practices related to teaching and learning in order to improve access, quality teaching, and efficiency in technical education system. We have received very much response to this FDP, and more than 250 participants have registered, and due to this restriction we have approved only 200 participants, those who are today attending the program. In this program, participants from the different organizations across India, they are participating, and they are basically from the post of Vice Chancellor, Director, Professor, Scientist, Principals, and research scholars. In this 5 days FDP, we will cover two different topics like introduction of ICT, policy, challenges of use of ICT in education, artificial intelligence in education, working with cloud-based learning platform like Google Classroom, Camilo, art of making MOOCs. Whenever you want to make any kind of presentation, you can have the MOOC software also you can utilize. Learning management system, using this Moodle, online evaluation, polling, grading, tools for academic research, online suite for teaching and learning, Google support for education, different type of platform you can see learn during this course. Practical session of ICT, tools for higher education, open source platform for teaching, writing, research, and also digital blooms and taxonomy, ICT for lifelong learning, and we have different topics we are going to cover under this 5 days program. And we have the renowned resource person going to talk on this different topic. We have the Professor Diwakar Goel, who is the Chairman of Aero Academy of Science and Management, Noida, Professor K.G. Srinivasan, Professor in NITTR Chandigarh, Amrinder Saran, NITTR Chandigarh, Gaurav Kumar, his director, Magma Consultant, is going to show you the critical exposure in the industry and how this teaching learning is going to be more useful. So all these we have a different expert and going to talk in next 5 days. So this is just a brief about this program, and under this we are running the Center for Continuing Education. Under this program, we have launched different kind of training program for short term and long term. So as you are welcome to this program, and next I would like to request Professor Diwakar Goel, who is going to be first going to take a first lecture session on this topic, use of ICT in education. But during this our introductory inaugural session, I will request Professor Diwakar Goel just to deliver a keynote speaker on this. So before I invite him, I just read his biodata. Professor Diwakar Goel is a science and law graduate with MBA and PhD in management. He has also done a specialization in various disciplines in India and abroad. He has authored 20 books on various subjects and held the position of Executive Director, Airport Authority of India, Director, Indian Aviation Academy, Government of India. Presently, he is a Chairman, Aero Academy of Science and Management. Dr. Goel is a HR consultant, ICAO, Montreal, and Human Performance Technologist, IATA, Switzerland. He is guest faculty of institute like IIT, IIM, LSBSNA, Missouri, and other countries also. So welcome, Professor Goel, and welcome. Just you need deliver your keynote speaker. Welcome, Professor Goel.
Yeah. Good morning. Am I audible?
Yeah, very good morning. Yes, sir.
Yeah, good morning. Thank you very much for inviting me for this seminar and to participate, to share my views. And I must thank the director NIT and Dr. Mishra for this kind of program which is need of the hour. As a matter of fact, you see, during last few years in India and abroad, I must say it is not a today's event. Last 4 or 5 years, I am seeing in different countries the school level the ICT is being introduced and all. And normally when we organize any program, our focus always used to be the students or the people who are the receiving end. But this program, I am very happy, has been organized for the professors who are going to, who are the teachers, who are the highly learned people who are teaching the engineering graduates in the country, or the going to be the graduate in the country. Because I have observed even in Malaysia, in Singapore, in European countries also, when I was talking to the people about ICT, they say there is a great amount of resistance even among the faculty people also. Nobody wants the change, you see. Sometimes it is a fear circuses also in the mind of the people who are, I have no hesitation in sharing the views, what has been exposed and confided to me by the senior people also, because the technology advancement has come in a so fast manner during last 1 decade that it was difficult even for the professors to cope up with that. And sometimes there is a fear circus that my students have got more knowledge about technical things than me. And secondly, what they face about the coordination with the IT people. Like I'm talking to you. Somehow there is some error in my laptop or some make an electronic error or some kind of Wi-Fi is not working and all. So one feels handicapped. And some people are proficient about it. So many hindrances were coming. And what it is actually, basically what I see as an aviation man, I had been heading the country for HR all airports in India and at the international level as ACI, Asia Pacific Standing Council member. In the aviation sector, this ICT, what we are talking today in education, it is actually in every field. Basically, it is information technology. What we are using in the communication, communicating to the students or vice versa from students to the faculty. So ITC is an extension of that, or rather I say application of IT. And when we are talking about it, the most important part is artificial intelligence, which has come a big way. Now, in so many countries, people are going for robotics and all. They say no need of doctors, no need of faculty. Everything has been done by artificial intelligence and all. But my take on it is that there is no replacement for human. Whatever kind of robots or software programs we can make, always there is a man behind the machine. So in the context of ICT also, we cannot have 100% dependency on the program you develop and give it to the students and feel that you are only supervising. No, the interaction, of course, this corona, last March, you see, I was in Mauritius for about 4 months during when the corona started. There was no effect of that, but even then, a discipline came. And why we could have this ICT expedition, it is a blessing in disguise, I must say, at least in the aviation sector. What progress we made in the field of artificial intelligence, or now it is coming in the education field also. Corona, of course, it is a pandemic, it is a very great disaster thing. Lives are being lost across the world and we are suffering like anything. But we always look for something in it that it has forced us to uh, accelerate the process of introduction of artificial intelligence in various fields. Today, this program, I'm very happy that all people across the country, I think, participating, or NIT Jalandhar has taken the initiative, because faculty people, what they have inhibition, what practical difficulty they are facing. Now, it was started as a national policy by Government of India in 2012, ICT introduction in the schooling. But today, when we are talking to the highly skilled people who are teaching the technologies, future technologies of the country, and in the field of computer science, you have got so many branches in NIT. And I had the occasion of interacting NIT at various places in the country. And they are doing a big job even in IITs. I go to Bombay, to Kharagpur, to Delhi, and other places. They are also into it now. The reason being, work from home has become now a way of life. Even I'm at home, and in the beginning it becomes difficult as a faculty teaching management and all. I used to feel very comfortable teaching in the class, going around, interacting with the people, one-to-one interaction, and so many things were there. Now we have to adopt, because I feel adaptability is the sign of intelligence. Because today it is a compulsion on us work from home. And I hope that in NIT Jalandhar also your students must be at home and work from home must be going on, because no physical classes are there in the country. And now how to do about it? This 5-day workshop, I think it's a very great step taken by NIT Jalandhar, because you are going to live with it. I don't know for how long it will go on, but a certain amount of different discipline has come. Now we have to make it as a part of our life, the mask making or sitting before the laptop. Now we have to look for in this workshop that what are the hindrances coming. What should be the endeavor? What is the lesson plan? When we organize the lectures in aviation and all, we always make a lesson plan. And what we are going to achieve out of this workshop. I think the biggest achievement will be, in the beginning I am telling that whatever there in your mind, you feel the problems. Maybe a very senior faculty is there. He may not feel hesitant in asking question from the faculty or discussing among themselves that this is in his mind. This is in his heart that he feels handicapped. Maybe you see traditionally last 20 years, 25 years, 30 years, we are teaching in a different mode. Now in my academy also I have got offices in Bahrain, in Finland, in Dubai, in Kuwait, the various places, and all my faculty people are taking classes online. And one way I feel it is quite comfortable, because so much expenses what we were needing in our classroom and other infrastructure we were creating, it's not there. And as regard the students are concerned, they are also feeling comfortable in one way, because there is no time wasted in commuting. That is 4 hours every day we used to commute for going to the office, to going to an institute. Barring the people who are having residential courses, faculties provided the houses in the campus itself. Otherwise, the people coming and all, that 2 hours, especially I can tell in the context of Delhi, it was nearly, you see, a journey of 2 hours morning, 2 hours in the evening. When I was director of Indian Aviation Academy, it was taking 2 hours for me to reach to my academy. So with these words, I have got enough time. I am very grateful to Dr. Mishra and the director of NIT to give me this opportunity to share my views in this conference, and I wish very good luck to the organizers for success of this 5-day workshop. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. So now I request Honorable Director Professor L.K. Awasthi to have some word about this program.
Good morning and greetings from IIT Jalandhar. Happy New Year to one and all connected with this course. This is the first course after in the new year, and IIT Jalandhar has been doing a lot many courses. We have completed more than 100 short-term courses, webinars in this during pandemic, and the Atal Academy, it is doing great job, and the ICT has sponsored such courses across the country, and IIT Jalandhar is one of the institutions which is conducting more than 6 such courses. I thank ICT people for acknowledging the strength of IIT Jalandhar. The coordinator, Dr. S.K. Mishra, Dr. Dilbag Panchal, Dr. Mohit Tyagi, and deans, head of department, and dear participants. ICT, you can know ICT in education. If we could have done this course on 20th March, people might have not understood much. But due to this pandemic, I think this has given you how ICT and education are interlinked, how they are better connected. You can see over the night, whole of the education system got into ICT mode, and we were online. So, institution like not only institution like NIT, IITs, but even the school education that has gone online, and where minimum interference will be just using this as a tool. So, if I use this computer a tool to talk to you, this is the least ICT involvement in delivering the lecture. I'll use my own knowledge. I'll give you I'll try to transfer and spell out, and you'll be listening. Second is we can have the PowerPoint presentations, and then you can put a lot many things in that PowerPoint presentation. They can be distributed to all. And the third aspect is that we can have a tablet and enabled device which can give a lecture as good as on your blackboard, and then all those things can be seen by all the people. This is one side of ICT, which is just transferring the knowledge, teaching the faculty, students, or whosoever you want to teach. But ICT need to be leveraged for much more than what has been said. This is just an interface use of ICT. ICT nowadays, as we go ahead, we need to look into that, how the learning of individual students are going on. And the best tool is ICT. If I see the performance of a kid, I can see it right from the first standard to maybe in course, how ups and downs in his own learning has gone through. So this is a great statistical method can be used to interpret and find out the ways and means of teaching individual students. Second is, if you want to demonstrate that how is the teaching and learning of NIT Jalandhar, or for that matter IIT Delhi, how the teacher faculty they are compared. I don't think you require anything other than just recording these lectures, and they can be compared anytime, anywhere. So, individual faculty at an institute can compare himself with the faculty in MIT, IIT, and then probably vice versa. They can also look into how we are going to deliver teaching learning. What has been said so many times is the collaborative teaching learning. I think digital platform is the best for collaborative teaching learning. You just give assignment to 4 or 5 students who are not physically connected, but they are digitally connected. They can collaborate and do the things. Similarly, one step ahead, the ICT models have been extensively used in research. So the simulation packages, the simulators, they have been used extensively for research in various areas in research. So right from just being in blackboard for you to the experimental environment creation, everything is possible under one roof, and that is ICT. So there are so many aspects, dimensions, directions of ICT in your education system. I think country like India, we need to leverage on ICT for making maximum benefit out of our teaching learning environment. So the faculty who is teaching in Jalandhar or in Delhi or anywhere, it should be made available to far-flung rural India, so that we can always correlate the at least the teaching learning environment in rural and in the urban India. So this require that there should be proper communication, there should be proper internet and computing facility. I hope this power of ICT can be leveraged, and we can get India where everyone gets all the teaching learning environment resources. Apart from this, lot many digital information, journals, etc., or your books are available online. This is another facet of ICT in education. So I hope during these 5 days, the participants will be made aware of many of these repositories, like we have NPTEL, we have SWAYAM platform, there are so many MOOC courses going on, everything, this whole information should be made available to the teachers, and then they can always transfer it to their students, so that whatever efforts has gone into creating these all digital platform applications and resources, they can be fully utilized. With these words, I hope that in 2021 we will be moving ahead as we were in 2019, and the pandemic will be over, and humanity will come out of this pandemic situation. Thank you. Jai Hind, Jai Bharat.
Thank you, sir, for having such a useful information about this program. So now I request Dr. Mohit Tyagi, coordinator of this program, for the vote of thanks.
On the behalf of organizing team of this FDP on information and communication technology in education, which is started today in the virtual mode. For that, I pay my heartiest thanks to our Honorable Director, Professor L.K. Awasthi, to provide the endless support when we required. Not the endless support, our instant support when we need it. We are very thankful to you, sir, to motivate us to organize such type of programs. We are also thankful to our Dean Faculty Welfare, Professor R.K. Garg, Dean Student Welfare, Professor Anish Sachdeva, CC Coordinator, Dr. L.P. Singh, and Registrar cum Coordinator, Dr. S.K. Misra, to provide the platform and to provide the all required supports to organize such type of programs. And we are also thankful to our IT building, IT team, to provide the all facilities, because it is very difficult to organize the program in a virtual mode in a smooth way. So we are very thankful to the team of IT, which is providing us the all required support with their daily routine duties. We are thankful to all that. In the last, we are very thankful to our all participants, those who are joining here, because without participants, it is not possible to organize any program. So we are very, very thankful to the all dear participants to join us and to showing your interest in attending this program. So with these words, we are overall very thankful to all of you, all participants. As the program schedule, our first lecture is to be delivered by Professor Divakar Goel, which is to be start at 12 p.m. So there is a break for 20 to 25 minutes, and I request to the all participants, please be stay here and no need to leave the platform of this. So all please be stay here and join us at the 12 p.m. in the lecture of Professor Divakar Goel. So we are very thankful to you all. Now we are stopping the inaugural ceremony here, and we will meet at 12 p.m. in the lecture of Professor Divakar Goel. Thank you very much. If I request to Professor Divakar Goel, sir, if you are ready, then we can start in the 5 minutes instead of at 12 p.m. Okay, sir. So dear participants, our keynote speaker, Professor Goel, is ready to deliver his talk before 30 minutes as scheduled. Yeah. So we can continue the lecture of Professor Goel before 25 minutes. Okay, so I request to the Professor Divakar Goel, you can start as per your.
Yeah, someone can take my PPT on there to help me that I'll be telling slides to move on. Dr.
Yes,
Mishra, the PPT is there. So somebody can put on the PPT here. It must have been loaded.
Okay, sir.
Because there are so many slides, so I'll be staying on one slide, skipping to another, so somebody can help. Because my purpose is not to read the PPT, my purpose is more to discuss. PPT is not for just reading, you see. It is just to focus on certain points. But PPT also become necessary, you see, to focus on the points so that we are covering the topic. So, before the day, I am a poet also, so let me start with my poetry also. Normally yes, I do. People know Hindi? All people know Hindi, or you have different places students are there? Because my poetry is in different languages also, Urdu, Bangla, Tamil, Malayalam, other languages, my books are there on poetry. So let me start with the poetry. Meanwhile, your IT people put my PPT on and somebody assist me in switching on to 1 to second slide. किसी को गीत देता हूँ, किसी को साज देता हूँ, किसी को गीत देता हूँ, किसी को साज देता हूँ, बहुत खुश होता हूँ तो हर राज देता हूँ। किसी को गीत देता हूँ, किसी को साज देता हूँ, बहुत खुश होता हूँ तो हर राज देता हूँ। नहीं कुछ बचता है जब लुटाने के लिए, नहीं कुछ बचता है जब लुटाने के लिए, तेरी खोई हुई आवाज को आवाज देता हूँ। Thank you. So PPT is on, Dr. Mishra.
Sir, just give me 2 minutes, just uploading the PPT. Okay.
Yeah.
You can continue with your thing.
Yeah, no problem. So now we are going to talk about what is my lesson plan for this session is, I am going to touch upon the historical perspective of it also. Because I believe we need to know the history about it. So I am going to touch upon a very primitive things also in my address, how it all started. Pre-mechanical era, or you see electrical era, or then electronics, then IT, then how it all started in the beginning, because I feel it is very important to know the genesis of a thing, how it all started. Yeah, so this is my presentation. Thank you very much. We will start in the session about what is the definition, how we define ICT. And then we will go along with various kind of tools. Then we will go about the working situation. Then we will go around the, you see what faculty feels about it, what the student feels about it. Then we will go on the challenges and hindrances coming out, what are the way out. And finally, we will see that work from home, what kind of atmosphere it has created, what are the positives, what are the negatives. So these are some of the aspects I am going to touch upon. So please move on to the next slide. Now we all know, you all are professors. It must be a recap to all of you, and I feel some of the slides are there which are refresher to you. Because all are professors of engineering, teaching the students last decades. So I need not emphasize on certain things which are in common knowledge to them. But for creating a background to create the basis for the address, I say it is used to handle network-based control and monitoring, audio-visual processing, transmission systems, and these kind of things. Next slide. Now, it is so vast a field, you see. The product which stores and retrieves the digital data like computers, mobile phones, robots, the internet, we are going to use a lot of robotics in our aviation sector, in other sectors. So it is very helpful. Now cutting with the manpower is very costly in our country also. So we cut on the cost by putting the robotics in our systems and all, probably in the engineering colleges also. A day will come where the robotics will be introduced, and like your director has rightly said about simulators, because when we are talking about ICT, a lot of requirement will be there. Like we are having an aviation simulators for pilots, for air traffic controllers, for everything, so that a person should not feel handicapped that he is not physically present at the lab. Because in the engineering discipline, lot of things, research, your chemical and physical, everything is going in the lab, and you go for tests and all. So it is going to be a big challenge to how to replace the lab. Physically the things were there. Now the cell phone, computer, software, video conferencing, all these are coming, these applications under the ambit of ICT. Next. Now, what is the evolution of ICT? Let us talk about evolution of ICT. What was the pre-mechanical period? Then came the mechanical period. See the years, how the evolution came. Electromechanical period, then electronics period. Next. Now, what was the pre-medical period? Pre-mechanical period where humans started communicating with one another using words, pictographs carved on rocks. You will be surprised it was carved on the rocks. Writing symbols as substitute for pictures. This is all evolution of ICT why I am taking, because this was the primitive stage. When we have our metamorphosis and other things in the biological terms, now in the field of electronics, how it all started way back decades, centuries ago. See, the steel tablets were too bulky and the information stored were growing. Next. Karthikeya. So now you see I have to take the aid. Now this is one handicap. ये नीचे की स्लाइड हट सकती है, ये लाइन. One minute, just 1 minute, because it is. Hello. 1 minute. Just 1 minute, bear with me. So this anyway, now this was the age pre-mechanical era. Records were written in the piece of paper, were bound together, giving birth to the books. Now how it started is storage of information. We are talking about information communication technology. So basic thing is information. How we are communicating the information, giving birth to the books. Later they started using numerical system, started optimize the devices techniques in the counting abacus system. Next. Sorry, I'll be skipping up the slide because where I'll stay, where I feel more important to interact with all of you and to raise your queries on that. So these are the certain theoretical part of it, which I want just as a refreshing the memory that what was the past, mechanical period, what it was. Automatic splitting by numerical calculation, machine driven by mechanical means, like gas dominated information, calculations, highly in this period of advent to the mechanical calculator called S-line. Next.
ध्यान छिटक थे ना
Then came Charles Babbage and invented the analytical engine, which is considered the first programmable mechanical computer. This is known as the father of computers. So Charles Babbage was taken as the father of computers because he came out with this kind of analytical engine in the mechanical era. Next. Now came the electromechanical period. The use of electricity for information handling and transfer bloomed. The need and urgency to share information with one another in a faster yet reliable manner. Information was coded, sound of dots, spaces, dashes, wired getting to the wireless media. Telephone later came invented, then voice transmission, the long distance, the control of electricity, the vacuum tubes and devices. Next. Now telegraph is the first electrical communication device. William Coke and Charles Watson. The first working model used in 5 magnetic needles that could be pointed around sets of letters using electrical current. Now this telegraph started revolutionizing the information handling process, machines in nature ran by electricity. Next. Now came the most advanced. We came so much, advancement came the electronic period. This was the solid state devices on electronic devices. The 4 main events found in this period were later vacuum tube period, transition period, transistors period, integrated circuits, and computer processing period. First electronic and general purpose computer marked a revolutionary period. So electronic numerical period, integrated and computer. Next. I am hurrying up on these slides because I feel it is just a refresher, just to give you the exposure towards the historical background of ICT. Transistor was invented in 47. Electronic device and properties function similar to vacuum. This is all information exchange. This is all I am talking about in the history, how the information communication through technology, like faster. Transistor were developed in 1957, not very old. Next. Now IC came. It was compared to the group transistor circuit elements. IC revolutionized the use of computers and electronic devices because circuits are integrated in a chip or a single package, limiting the distances between components, resulting in faster speed. Fast development and innovation in personal computing paved the way for birth of different user applications. Ease of computer for the users. Next. Now comes tools. What are the tools? This is very important. We know about frequency ICTs, radio, television, handheld devices, computers. Do we know about the use of open source or free software? These 2 questions I am going to answer now. Next. Interactive whiteboards. You all must be using nowadays. We are also using in education sector. This is very helpful device, a very helpful tools for ICT. The whiteboard surface that displays the digital files from a computer via data projector. The standard whiteboard, teacher or student may write on it and then digitize and mark up material. You see, today the days are of Corona. We may not be having the physical classes. This period is not going to last long. We are going to come to a stage where physical classes may start, but still ICT is relevant and we are going to use it. Interactive whiteboards is common. It is a common thing. And even if tomorrow we are coming out of this work from home, so these devices, these tools are going to be applicable. Next. Now, personal communication. Digital communication enables to talk one or more people, web forums, internet relay, SMS on mobile phone. The communication by Twitter, Facebook, WhatsApp, Tumblr, Instagram, Tinder. There's so many things have come. We have officially come out with the Facebook pages for our organization. Even you will find in aviation sector, every airline, every airport operator, and in the world also we have got Facebook as one of the very good communication channel, and it is one of the tool for ICT. And even the social, see now in the pandemic era, we have made a system that WhatsApp is one of the communication channel for even official communication. Next. Now, various devices, physical function, backup, USB, memory stick, pen drive, hard disk. Now I took intentionally 1 TB, you see the memory, I took the new laptop because so much storage is required nowadays. All your files, everything. Next. E-books are popular these days. Many people are switching to e-books as opposed to traditional books. Now my books are there in the market across the world in different subjects. I write for management also. I write for law also. So many subjects I cover with, and luckily these are the textbooks for management also. And these are now coming on Kindle. It is a need of the hour. My books is the information for the students. So now it is coming with the Amazon Kindle, Geography Play Books. Goodreads is a very good channel for reading books. Now these are all ICT. E-book readers are there. Kobo is there. Next. Personal entertainment devices. Now you see, you have got the photo, video files, take part in interactive activities, MP3 players, video recorders. Small devices coming, making it handy that when you are not in touch with the people, the ICT works. Even 24/7, you are having something or the other, which was not there. It is not 10 to 5 office now. So this is the biggest advantage with the information communication technology, which has come a big way, helping the students as well as the faculty. Next. Group communication. We are doing on the Microsoft Team. Mostly I teach for management institutes in India and abroad. So it has become very easy now. Zoom is there, Webinar is there, Google Meet is there, Skype is there. These are the some of the channels which I am listing here, which are very handy. Next. Now mobile phones. We never use mobile in such manner like last 5-6 years we are using. In the beginning of 2000, it all started for the mobile phone communication. In 90s, we never had so many mobile phones and all. It was the beginning. Now laptops. I am on the laptop. My battery life, suppose 5 hours is there. I don't need. I am mobile with my laptop. So power source, if it is not there, so this is also a very good tool for ICT. Can connect to internet or wireless hotspots. Next. Tablet PCs, a small screen laptop in which data may be directly entered onto the screen with a special pen. The podcast method of publishing audio files on the internet, allowing users to subscribe to a feed for receiving new files automatically. So such a great amount of advancement in technology, which has given so much benefit to us in our day-to-day life, not only the life as a teacher and a student, in our personal life also, in our interaction during this pandemic, during this corona year when we are confined to the home. These communication devices, these tools for ICT are so helpful to us. Next. Now, relevance of ICT in engineering education. Let us come to the focus of this 5-day workshop, what we are focusing on. Coming 5 days, you all are going to be having the expert knowledge by the eminent people coming to address you about the engineering education, because primarily the ICT concept, they began in 2012 in the country when the national policy was made on ICT by the government of India. It was for school education. How to come out a small from the class 1 onwards. We are talking at the stage where engineering education, recent advancement played a vital role. Realigning the teaching learning processes. It's basically learning. Learning is you see, I call learning, teaching, grasping, a lot of perception we check when we communicate. What are the people, audience, whether the things are perceived in the right manner or not. So a lot of things we do in the management for perception, for learning. Learning characteristics, current generation students are increasingly inclined toward digital web and mobile-based technologies. Even the younger generation, what I was talking about in other countries also, today's faculty inside also, feels sometimes that my students are much more capable, knowledgeable with regard to use of the electronic gadgets. So this is giving you one incentive, one motivation. Learning has got no age, you see. Even at my age, I'm a learner. I learned a lot from my students, and there is no hesitation in accepting that we have to work. Now the communication gap should not be there. It is a learning one way. You get so many things from the students. The questions are much more educated to the faculty. ICT greatly facilitates implementation of all types of education learning theories and delivery models that support and encourage innovative teaching and learning modalities, both theoretical courses and lab courses as well as for training. Now, this is going to be a big challenge for all of you as professors who are in the field of electronics or who are in the field of mechanical, who are in the field of computer. When you are teaching the BTech students, MTech students, and you have got so much practical exposure to be given how to create. Now it is going to give rise a lot of innovation tomorrow. What kind of simulators are going to be developed for education in engineering if they have to go with this system? If the physical classes are not starting, we are not going to stop the education. There is a process will go on. So how to create, like we have got in aviation, the simulators, I take you all along to the flying club, you can sit in the cockpit and you can really view as a pilot how the aircraft moves. Or you go to the air traffic control, we have got lot many electronics engineers in our airports. Maybe I recruited about 2,000 air traffic controllers who are all engineers, electronics and telecommunication. Or any field of engineer, we make air traffic controller. It's a very good employment opportunity. You all are engineering graduates. So I welcome you all in the aviation by way of this introduction to ICT, that we are very advanced stage in the ICT in the aviation sector for engineering. We are going to have remote air traffic control where there will be no manpower air traffic controller. We have got lot of robotics at the aviation where you don't require any manpower to help you at the airport. It will be a robot moving around me, I help you, and you ask questions. But again, the question comes, who are we people? You all are engineers, going to be, you all are professors, teaching students. So tomorrow you see, have the view that tomorrow generation is going to have creation, innovation. You are going to be creator, need-based creator. What is the requirement and what kind of instruments you are going to make and generate and innovate. So this is the thing coming from ICT. Now information transfer, information technology, artificial intelligence, a very important thing. Tomorrow I am going to talk to all of you on that. That is very important. Next. Now computer-aided design, use detail engineering 30 models or 20 drawings of physical components, also use engineering process. Conceptual design, layout products through strength or dynamics. Now these are 5 CAD software, AutoCAD, MicroStation, SolidWorks, Maya, Blender. Now these all, you all are aware about it. It is just a recap for all of you because I am talking to the highly skilled professors of the country, and it is my privilege to interact with all of you and to share whatever knowledge or information I am having. This is the sharing with you what knowledge. I get education from all of you. Next. Challenges. What are the challenges before engineering professors? Professors deal with diverse learning styles of students. It's a challenge for them to teach in a particular manner that would suit every student's cognitive ability. Now it's going to be a big challenge for, yesterday you were having the people physically before you, you were having one-to-one, knowing interaction with them, and a lot of time was spent in the human psychology sort of. But today that human psychology component is not going to be here. So now it is a challenge. Teach in a particular manner that may suit every student's cognitive ability. Professors face dilemma in providing personal attention to every student. in a large number of students. One way it is very advantageous. You had 80 people in the class, one to one it was there. Today you can teach 1,000 students. I remember I used to go to SRM Chennai. There I used to MBA student about 900 in one go, but there used to be a physical class. I had to move around with the mic, with the, you see the boards, they are display boards, 4 or 5 they will put for my PPT and I am moving around. But today, sitting at home, I am addressing and you are addressing large number of students. Professors have to take extra efforts to prepare the content for the class to cater to every student's comprehensive ability. Now, it is also a challenge for all of you. What is the comprehensive ability of a student? You have to deliver the goods, you have to take the feedback from them. You have to see that what they are perceiving. It's very important. The perception, understanding a student, the NIT is I take at par with IIT students. Students are so good. I go to Suratkal and other places, I'm finding such a dynamic student community coming and they have got a zeal, they have got so much zeal to learn more and more. Next. Professors are required to explain functioning of abstract concepts for better understanding. For example, like in engineering, graphics, electronics, data structures, and other content theory that require skillful imagining of working principles and simulation process of complex machinery, etc. Now, this is another big area for all professors before you, how to contain theories. So, it is really a challenge, but it is an interesting phase. Let us feel as a learner, as a student, I feel more comfortable when I'm a learner because something there is a purpose for it and there is no end for education, there is no end for development. You may be at the age of 50 or 60. I am with the Joint Aviation Authorities Amsterdam, my office in Netherlands. I joined them. There we have got the faculty who is 75 years of age, 70 years of age. He comes from Amsterdam Central and he will take a bicycle from the metro station coming to the office. So there is no age to learn. It is difficult for professors to draw 2D diagrams and generate details that help every except concept supply manner. Same diagram model cannot be drawn again and the next day owing to complexity. This is another area. Professors have to rush through syllabus due to limited time allocated. Now, you have got a lesson plan, you have got a schedule. Now, when you are going to ICT, you have a very fixed schedule. Today, we are talking to each other. Now, in this lecture, I have been allotted 1.5 hours. Now, I have to program my talk in such a manner that it is not taking more time. So, this is one aspect which we have to take into consideration, that how we are going to have our syllabus covered within the limited time. Next. Now, what are the challenges? Let me have one recap, one thing about the students also, because they are the stakeholders. And without touching about their things, my talk will not be complete. Language proficiency. Now, I'm surprised now the government of India policy is coming that all education should be in different regional languages. They have gone into that for IIMs, CAT should be in all languages. That I don't know how it is practicable because I did my BSc, I'm a biology graduate, zoology, botany, chemistry, and I can't believe that how the things will come. But today it is coming because the government policy, they say regional languages, all syllabus should be made and all technical things. So engineering students are taught in English, very rightly, and students from remote areas find it extremely difficult to understand. Now, I've got my own personal viewpoint on it. You see, I'm a man from aviation. In 2011, the world level, we have got the International Civil Aviation Organization, which is the apex body. I'm the HR consultant to them, which are the policy makers for the world for all international airports. We designed a proficiency of English language for air traffic controller and pilots. Common English across the world. Because the pilot and air traffic controller, he's a Russian, he's a Chinese, he's a German. So there was a common language derived at the word level, the English proficiency, the same dialect, same kind of wording, same kind of language, same kind of pronunciation, so that there is no communication gap. Because earlier days, before 2011 introduction of it, lot of aircraft accidents used to take place because of the communication error, because language barrier. So now, but in any case, the student comes from remote areas and all, you have to see that how they develop the capability in English language. High fees and expenses. High fees and other expenses get difficult for a student coming from rural areas in the city. But this kind of challenge was there. It is also a challenge. They may not be coming to your hostel or to classes, but they have to have the computer with them. They have to have internet facility, Wi-Fi facility, or they have dongle. It is going to be a costly affair for that, for a rural student to have a laptop. How long they can do with the mobile? I am seeing across the country now, students are trying to catch up the things on mobile. But is it comfortable to have the lecture on mobile? How long? Even mobile with Android and other facilities is going to be costly affair. So this is one of the challenge before a student. Lesser exposure to reality. Technical subjects require student understand, get familiar and exposed to examples of the use of engineering principles as applicable in real life. I, as a HR head of the country for all airports, allowed 6 months training for engineers at my airports. Earlier it used to be 2 months and all. And I say, you allow them 6 months at my airport in electrical, civil, automobile, computer, all branches. I've got about 6-7 branches of engineering at the airport. So it is very important that application in real life, there it is quite physical. So this is another challenge in a virtual thing. How I can take the students at my airport for giving them the project without their coming to the airport. It's a big challenge. Next. Lesson I was talking about this only. The college tried to organize industrial visit to students to increase industry interaction. But it is rare and not as effective as it should be, especially in the college in rural areas. It's very difficult. Even with the ICT introduction and all, this is one challenge coming up. You send them to the industry, you can't send because it is all virtual. It is on ICT, it is on computer mode. How a industry will facilitate the students now across the country in engineering colleges to view? They can't have the CCTV camera or some kind of simulators everywhere in the factories. It's not possible. The manufacturing organization, employability. Now this is the statistics I took from somewhere. Out of 8 lakh graduate engineers from technical institutions, more than 60% remain unemployed for various reasons. There are thousands of engineering colleges in India and jobs are limited. I was in discussion with the Vice Chancellor of Kakinada University, and this is the biggest, he says, the university which produces engineers, technological. So a lot of unemployment is generated. Because today engineering degree is not that degree what 30 years back was there. Today engineering degree is like any other graduation, I must call it. And they have the free hand to go anywhere. You see the IT industry. When I interview the guys for the job, they come, sir, I am a IT consultant. What you have done? I have done chemical BTech. I have done mechanical BTech. So all these Infosys, IBM, computer IT companies, they have made everybody coming from the discipline as a IT consultant. So this is a great transformation. So IT, BTech has become a basic degree now. You go for specialization. Next. Next. Now preparation for implementing ICT in engineering colleges. What kind of preparation you have for implementing ICT in engineering colleges? In order to harness many opportunities brought about by ICT and to overcome the challenges faced to proper utilization of ICT in engineering education, educationists, policymakers need to take a number of initiatives. Now, I want to address the people who are the policymakers, because it is very important when you want to implement the thing, what kind of preparations you make for implementing ICT in engineering colleges. Who are the stakeholders? Who are the policymakers? They have to come to a stage to realize, they have to think about, I am a student, I am a professor, and how I'm viewing it. A great amount of empathy is required. You have to step into the shoes of a student. You have to step into the shoes of a professor of engineering college before you go for changing the policy, forming the policy for proper implementation of ICT in the country. Next. Next. Yeah. Now, new learning format. Engineering education policy makers need to implement new educational learning activities that can benefit from available ICT enabled learning opportunity. I am emphasizing on the word ICT enabled learning opportunities. Now, which can be divided into teaching and learning formats. Fully online, partially online, pure e-learning, or a combination of face-to-face, some kind of blended things, you see, e-learning to be provided, but different learning formats as a blend. Now, this is the stage where you have to experiment the things before you make a policy. You have to experiment it. You have to see that how you are going to do it and have a pilot of it. Before introducing any policy, you have to make a pilot project, and before having new learning format, you have to see that what are the ICT available learning opportunities available, and then you have to see whether you are going for fully online or partially online or pure e-learning, or you have combination. I think the ideal way is to have a blended learning where you have both the opportunities. The biggest challenge comes work from home. Student is not before you. You are in a virtual mode. How you go about it, and what kind of policy to be made. Next. Now, policy on ICT in brief. I am telling you. I conceptualize the things in a very brief manner. You all are the stakeholders. And most of you are involved in the policy making also as engineering professors, as dean of faculty, or the various institutes in the country. Now, efficient utilization institutions invested budget in ICT. Nothing moves without money. It's very easy to say we will do like this. We have the interactive board. We have got so much computerization and all. But you see, there needs a budget. How you cope up with this technological advancements in the country, in the engineering colleges. It is not only a question of NIT, you are a government funded agency, you have got a good amount of budget, but I am thinking about the small engineering colleges also of the country. My heart beats for them also, the private engineering colleges. How to get the resources? It is very easy to make the policy, but whether it is realistic, what are the points where you can implement that? How we can going to implement that? So this is another area what the policy makers should see, that whatever they do, what is the budget allocation? Where is the funding for that? Proper utilization of ICT resources, instruction delivery and effective student learning. This is a very important point. Again, see about it. Proper utilization of ICT resources in instruction delivery and effective student learning. You have to really see what is the output of it, what is the feedback, So it is very important, and you are cutting short on the manpower nowadays. More digitization is there, more e-learning is there. We are talking about the paperless offices, and similarly, we are trying to say that there is no. Somehow, sometimes I feel there is no replacement of for certain things. Today you see that you go for e-learning, you go for Kindle and all, reading the book, and a stage is coming where people are forgetting the dictionary. People are forgetting how to have the multiplication and subtraction and all, because it is on the tip of the time on your mobile. The calculator is available. Sometimes it is making this technological advancement somehow. I'm an old guy. I have my practices that I feel you can't replace the books, you can't replace the dictionaries, because we have to see whatever policy you may make. Certain amount of things, it is not always you are before the computer. My father was an IPS officer and he was a great teacher to me. He used to tell me that open a dictionary for finding one word, at least it will increase your vocabulary for 10 words in searching out. Policy involves staffing structure to establish new positions, change teaching methodology, change pedagogical documents, and redesigning formal structure, reshaping the pattern of interaction between individuals themselves, teachers and students, or between individual and education processes. Now, these very important, these points are there. Between individuals themselves, teachers and students. I'm not talking about the interaction between student to student, the colleagues, which is going to be very minimal now in the ICT era, because they hardly get time. When physically they were there in the process, but now with the computer age, with the age of electronics, with the age of online teaching, between individual and education processes. What is the education processes? What kind of, I debate on that as a policy maker. So I am focusing my all energies on sharing my views with the policy makers who are going to affect, because no change can be there unless and until you have got the willing support of the stakeholders. Whether it is a professor or whether it is a student or whether it is a IT professionals, which are the backbone. I am very happy that while making your Thanksgiving, you have mentioned about the IT personnel who are behind the show. They are the real people now helping this ICT implementation, or without the IT personnel who are providing the technical support by which your programs run, the IT support is the key of success. Next. Now comes the point, adequate human resource development. Now this is very important. I am a HR man, so I say it is optimum utilization of available human resource in order to achieve organizational objective. This is my Bible, to make full use of ICT structure. Now here, as a policy maker, you have to see that how you are going to have optimum utilization of available human resource. And one thing more I would like to add, and to pay relating to performance. You have to make the payments to the people what job they are doing, and the full use of ICT structure. Because whatever money you are spending on infrastructure, on various tools for ICT, whether the full use of them is there or not. There is a need for training of faculty and support staff who will take responsibility for implementation. Now when it comes to question of training, a trainer basically, I feel, is doing the job of a civil engineer. Like, suppose you have got a flexible pavement and potholes are there. What the engineer does, he go for testing the material why the potholes have occurred in the flexible frame. Whether there was water retention and that has made the bitumen salt. So he finds out the gaps, what are the things, what were the, when he recarpet the surface flexible pavement, he takes care that there is no scope for any water retention. Similarly, when we go for training, first of all, we need to have the pre-training need analysis. We have to find out the knowledge gaps. Similarly, when you are introducing the ICT, you have to first find out what is the knowledge available with you. What kind of knowledge level is there among professors? Before you launch a program, before you go for teaching them. So you have to see that what are the knowledge gaps. And then as a trainer, your duty is to fill up those knowledge gaps. But it is very necessary to first see that what is the level of competence available with us. What kind of knowledge base we are already having. What kind of aptitude we are having. Attitude comes later on. Aptitude is very important among the learners. Even I am telling you, among the senior professors who are teaching last 20 years, 30 years, there is a great amount of resistance within their heart for this change management. Because, but ultimately change is the only permanent word. Without change, nothing moves. And they have to accept the reality. So a psychological bent of mind is very necessary. For any implementation, for any policy making, so you have to keep in mind about the willingness of the people to learn to adopt the new system or the modern system. They have to find out the positives. And to find the positives, it is very necessary to realize the negatives also. The main use of ICT is for uploading PowerPoint presentations, supplementary reading material, assignments and homework in addition to announcements on websites or any reading material. What I mean to say, PowerPoint presentations. What is PowerPoint presentation? Why you need a faculty also for the PPT? Why you need Dr. Diwakar Goel today for this? I could have simply sent to NIT Jalandhar this PPT. And in the ICT era, there was no need of me. Does it work like that? No. Because PowerPoint presentation is an intellectual property. You have made it with a view who are the audience for whom you are addressing. Your human memory, without PowerPoint presentation, you can't have so many things in your mind in a systematic manner. An address or a lecture is not reading the PowerPoint presentation. Any student can read and have its own meaning. But here, as a professor or as a policymaker, your emphasis is that how you articulate the things, how you make them to understand. Because words have got no meaning, I feel. We give meanings to the words, reference to the context. I worked at all airports international of the country. I was head of the HR of Calcutta Airport, for Bombay Airport, for Delhi Airport, for Southern Region Chennai. And I've seen in Singapore, I've seen in Montreal, I've seen in Addis Ababa, Africa, also other countries where I visit that. But things are different everywhere. The learning management system, because you are having the people who have got priorities different, knowledge level different, interest different, their aptitude different, organization may be the same, your education may be the same, but the place to place, it differs what kind of people you are teaching, what kind of learning management system you are having. So everything, you can't have one stick to rule all. So what I am saying, when you make a policy, keep in mind the implementation part of it, practicability of it. Whether it will be practicable to have a change, and if it is yes, how much time it will take. You can't have immediate ICT, all these things what we are talking within a very short period. No, you have to do it in the phases and with a view taking feedback at regular level, identifying the bottlenecks and coming to a amicable solution of that by all stakeholders. Take the consent of the students also. Don't make it a unilateral system to impose upon the students. See a sample of it, how much the willing support is coming from the students who are the real learner. It can't be one-way traffic from faculty, from professor to the students, unless and until the acceptance is there from the people. It's very easy to say that this is the modern thing, ICT, we are going to do that, virtual classes, we are going to do that and all. But my stake, my say on it is how far it is being accepted, in how much time it takes to sell the idea. You have to really sell the idea. You have to really sell the positives of it. You have to really sell the technicalities of it. You have to really sell the learning process, how far they will be able to understand, because people in NIT are coming from different backgrounds, from different states of the country. I was invited for NIT Srinagar, and I had a 3 days conducted workshop there, and I found the students in Srinagar came from so many parts of the India, and there the atmosphere was really difficult because there was so much psychological pressure on them, which was taking away the energy from their mind. You see, it is human brain. So, are we 100% on the job? No. I must say, nobody can say that I am 100% there. The mental presence can never be 100%. It is optimum level, I say, about my air traffic controller 90 to 95% on the radar. Whether it is approach radar or whether it is the area control or whether it is fundamental radar. So they are on the job 95% because it is the requirement. Approach radar or the area control. So they are on the radar seeing the aircraft movement. But in the classroom and all, whether student and faculty mental presence is 100%, no, it is 70 to 80%. So that psychological frame up, the problem areas, and so many questions come to the mind with the ICT introduction. And it is not only in developing countries. I am telling you, I have visited developed countries also. They are also facing the same kind of dilemma in introduction of ICT. More and more I am disclosing to you, the faculty there feels some kind of psychophobia that my students know more than me about the use of technology, technological advancement, these tools of ICT. They have more knowledge than me. And it is sometimes natural also, because when the new technology comes, the grasping power is enormous, and which reduces with the span of age. You gain experience. You can have the interpretation in a better manner because you have seen the things in practice. You can be the best teacher or professor for role plays, for case studies, because you have seen the world. A student might not have that kind of exposure. Next. Menials have appreciation, understanding, they opt for blended courses. This is what I was talking to. A special type of training is required for proper use of available ICT infrastructure, collaborating and communicating with their instructors, advisors and classmates. Now this was the point I was going to emphasize on that. Collaborating and communicating. When I say words have got no meaning, I really mean it. How you take the meaning? Suppose I am saying you God is nowhere. Suppose a simple alphabet I am writing. You can read it, God is nowhere. Or you can read it, God is now here. So it's like that, any language. So whatever policy you are making as a policy holder, you must see from the perspective of the stakeholders how they will view it. Even say, for example, for any instrument, its use, a tool, what are the applications? You have talked to them. Whether the stakeholder, your students, are having the same meaning about the application. That's why I say collaborating and communicating with instructors, advisors, and classmates. Online training for use of various e-learning methodology to undertake studies via internet modes. Online training. You have to have the pilot projects for each and everything. It may waste 1 day or 2 days, never mind. But it is very important to have this kind of thing that we are testing. You all are engineers and you know for any experiment, while do the experiment, you are testing. You have got, particularly in chemistry and all, when we were doing BSc, we had a formula, we are testing for salts, identifying the things. So it is always testing is a method to see the final result, how it comes, what are the difficulties, what are the drawbacks, and to overcome any drawbacks. Similarly, the things for policymakers. Policy making requires a lot of research, lot of experimentation, lot of feedback digestion. So this is very important. Next. Advantages of ICT. Let us talk about advantages. That is very important. Communication. It is much quicker to move information around with the help of ICT, saving time. Yes, naturally, no denying that communication has become much faster. When you are physically there, a lot of time is wasted in communication, saying about wasteful things which were not required. Then I used to when I conduct the classes or workshop on communication, then I say a simple example. Suppose you record your conversation for 1 hour or 2 hours, and then same conversation, what you have talked on telephone or otherwise in your day-to-day life, when you hear, you will find that 25 to 30% was not required to be told. Globalization. Video conferencing saves money on flights and accommodation. ICT brought the countries and people closer together, allowing the world's economy to become a single independent system. Yes, it is undoubtedly very clear and very true. Cost effectiveness. It feels free to send an email. In practice, it is not. Without doubt, cheaper than phone calls. Yes, this is there. Today, we are talking on WhatsApp to US, to any country of the world. And we say it is, of course, negligible cost. Rather, we used to have the trunk call, we used to have the international calls and all. So it is looking like free. So cost effectiveness is there in ICT. Yes, next. Next. Greater availability. ICT has made it possible for business to be automated, giving client accesses to website or voicemail 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. This is also very great advantage when we are in ICT, information communication technology, which was not there when we had the physical things. Bridging the cultural gap. Greater access to technology has helped to bridge the communication gap among the people from different cultures, increasing the awareness of reducing prejudices. Yes, it is a cultural gap is minimized. This technology has, because there's a common language, it's a common thing. Creation of new jobs. The best advantage ICT has been the creation of new and interesting jobs. Yes, this one aspect nobody talks about, that we are going to have a great amount of employment opportunities in the IT sector, because a very great strong support system is necessary for implementation of any ICT. You require experts backup support, your system, uninterrupted power supply, the gadgets you are using, whether laptop or softwares or other things, should not have any problem when the lecture is being delivered. Same thing goes on internet. For your Wi-Fi systems, whatever you are using or what kind of channels you are using. So it's very important that you acquire the people. You can't afford to have the people in the IT sector who are not proficient to the job, because their expertise, their perfectness, their perfection is very important to run the system, and it's nothing will move without them. Images can easily be used in teaching and improving the retention memory of a student. You are using lot of videos. Tomorrow I'm going to use some video also. So learning a lot of images you use, because you have the retention in your mind more of the images than the words. It's a common thing. Next. Next. Next slide. Excuse me. Next. Hello. Next slide. Somebody there? Yeah. Now comes the disadvantages. Yes, nothing comes without disadvantage. Lack of job security. This technology keeps on changing nearly every day. Individuals need to be constantly studying or at least keeping up with the changes in their profession if they want to feel secure in their jobs. Now take the meaning of it. Technology keeps on changing every day. What yesterday it was there, you have to learn different systems. Earlier days, people were not knowing about how to use the laptop, how to use various applications, how to make use of the best thing there. And unless and until you are proficient, you can't retain the job also. Because every organization looks for the best people. They want to utilize the person fullest capacity as per the requirement. So job security, one of the disadvantages comes with the change of technology every day. Now everybody has to study, keeping abreast with the changes in their profession, which at times becomes very difficult, not an easy thing. It is very easy to say. But with the span of age, today if you say a man of 50 years of age, to go for learning to a very sophisticated, technical thing, where he doesn't have the base to acquire that knowledge, it will be very difficult. Because what engineering degree was there 40 years back, 30 years back, a great advancement has done. Even today, I can see that what a student of mathematics of class 12 is doing today and what 30, 40 years was there, it's not the same. So much advancement has taken place. Probably I challenge in my organization sometime, when they say class 12, all of you appear for class 12 examination for mathematics, you may not be able to secure 50% marks. So it is very essential to keep up abreast for overriding cultures. You see, teenagers in the US influence how most young teenagers all over the world to act, dress, and behave. Now, there is a very great amount of psychological thing is there, cultures. We always get influenced by the people abroad. I must say, I'm a very great proud Indian. I'm an aviation expert. I go to different countries as an ICO expert. And I say with a great proud to be an Indian. We are teaching them. In an international conference where last year I was in Singapore, the people came from Japan, from other countries, Narita airport and all. The person when he was addressing and all, he immediately says, I'm sorry, my English vocabulary, my communication skill in English is very poor. He's from Japan. We Indians are versatile. I feel that this kind of influence of US culture, how most young people, this is coming in the students. They always try to follow a person. He is in US is doing like that, and the UK it is doing like that, and today engineer. How much people go in the IT sector, other sectors abroad, and they have in their mind, I should behave like him. We should behave like Indian. We are sellable. We are respected in the world like anything. I say with a great confidence when I am addressing the aviation people across the world in different countries. I am saying on this platform, I was chosen as a team leader for about 16 countries when in Addis Ababa, Ethiopia, in the international conference where 40 countries were participating. And that was having Middle East, South Asia, and other country people were also there. They chosen me. Let Dr. Goel represent us as a team leader. So this kind of influence should not be there. So you have to educate your students that we Indians are the best. The entire US IT sector and all, it depended on India. So this kind of thing should come. This is a disadvantage I feel. You may be following the technology which has been developed by abroad and you may be implementing, but you see great amount of innovation is there in our country also. We are the best teachers. See the amount of your NIT professors and engineers going abroad giving lectures and all, how much their papers are published in the journals and all. When my articles on aviation goes to different countries and I get the feedback, I really feel that why we should follow others. Let the world follow us. And I feel sometimes my talk look quite hyperbolic, but I'm convinced about it. Definitely I'm convinced about it because I'm not a writer who will borrow the case studies from Harvard Business Review and all. With the experience I have got in my discipline, I create my own case studies. And when it is there in my book, let the people in NUS or Zurich Business School and other places, they read my case studies and learn management. Why not? So this should be there. This is a disadvantage and we have to make it as an advantage. Now this is also a challenge I tell all professors and all when you are educating your people. So you must say you are the best engineer of the world. Next. Privacy. From cell phone signal interceptions to email hacking, people are now worried about their once private information becoming public knowledge. Yes. This is also very great handicap. You can't have any secret conversation because all kind of softwares are available to decode your even password and all. And there are experts in the cyber crime is coming in a big way. Even your Wi-Fi you use at the airport, you don't know your entire data is going to be copied. You may be using your charger to a USB board. You never know your entire things got leaked there. Because knowledge is money. Nowadays. Your all information is money. It is sellable. Your personal information is money for the person, for the hackers and all. So this is one very great disadvantage which has come in the ICT platform that you can't have It's very difficult to have the intellectual property rights preserved. It's very difficult. How that knowledge is going to be used? There is no copyright and infringements are there, but with this ICT platform, when the entire thing is online and it becomes in the public knowledge, because the interceptors are there and people are definitely, it is a great disadvantage now. And we have to do about it. We are doing a lot in the aviation sector for this cyber security, because even I tell you, for your general knowledge, you are having a boarding pass. But generally, you take a flight and a boarding pass is there. So, and you after flight is over, you threw it. You never know that barcode which was there in that boarding pass. It's very dangerous. It can be misused like anything. So much information is stored in that boarding pass in the barcode. You have to tear off and all. So cyber security is small. We can conduct a full workshop sometimes on cyber security. So this is also another big area for learning when you are making policy with regard to ICT. That what are the safeguards available for privacy? Reliance on technology. People rely on technology for their memory, but the less they use memory, proper it becomes. People don't bother learning spellings because they use spell checker. I was talking earlier about it. Do perform minor additions or subtractions. Computer viruses, worm, trojan, malware, spam, phishing can cause chaos and disrupt. Next. Multiple uses of ICT in diverse fields. Rise in video calls, phone calls. As majority people are organizing meetings via app collaborating platform. Digital media and over-the-top content players. Today, OTT is coming big way. Virtual private networks, cyber security, data security technologies. Now, all these things in this workshop of 5 days, you are going to have all these things in a very integrated, in a specialized manner by the experts coming. I am giving only an overview to all of you. I am not an engineer myself, but a lot of learning I got from engineers. I learned from my students. Cloud computing, gaming downloads, video conferencing, remote access to corporate networks. E-learning, online education, e-governance, e-commerce sector with digital payment. Now everything is on the chip. People were saying a day may not come when a chip is inserted in your hand and you go to the bank and immediately the things are done. God forbid that age should not come, that you are having everything on the chip. Of course, this is digitization is beneficial also. So everything comes with as a boon also and a bane also. Use of Wi-Fi, wireless connectivity, CCTV, video conferencing, dial-in of next. Impact of COVID-19 on the ICT sector. Now this COVID, I got my different perspective about it. Usually either you weep, what you meet in life is fixed, but how you meet is not fixed. Either you are weeping on that, oh my God, this catastrophe has come, or you try to take the positives out of it. I feel that a great amount of acceleration in the introduction of artificial intelligence has come because of this COVID-19. Is this compulsion? This catastrophe has given rise to one thing, accelerating the process of introduction of artificial intelligence and its implementation in a much faster manner, because necessity is there and it is the mother of invention. Social distancing is necessity. People are communicating more which will drive additional voice traffic, whether it is a legacy and circuit switch system or 4G network or voice over long-term evolution calls. The strain on voice services, though, will be helped to some extent by the convergence of WhatsApp, Messenger, Skype, Hangouts, FaceTime calling with the iOS or Android systems. Next. Now another thing. This is very interesting now. Work from home. Now everybody says I'm doing work from home. The companies have told now in the IT sector and all announced that till September 2021, work from home is there. They provided the computers with the houses and all. My son is working for TCS, he's an associate consultant. He made the office in the house itself because till another 6 months it is going to be his office at home. And he's a workaholic, and so TCS announced like that, like other companies also like that. Relations with the family members improved since the lockdown. Engagement with the nature increased most, and so did concern for personal health. I never had so much interaction with my son as now today we are having. We are sharing problems. So a bonding is created. This is one of the impact of work from home. Household environment made work safer for most people, but led to greater office workload. 60% reporting difficulty in striking a balanced household chorus. So everything is you pay for the price for getting some advantage or the other. Next. Work from home has brought them new ways of digital harassment also. New ways of digital harassment. You see, there's some kind of interruption and all, and they affect the working and all. Sometimes you are in the midst of the things, and some guest come, interruptions comes, and you are not being able to cater the social needs also. Globally, these new experiences at work and in personal life have raised anxiety levels since the lockdown. The worry was financial in nature, and loneliness too was an important factor. Now, you say man is a social animal. Now, we used to say earlier days, in the books and all we used to read, man is a social animal. Now this personal life, your friend circle, your interactions, your meetings, your going way out, having weekend parties, having discussions, informal discussions, everything has become so specific nowadays. Because on the ICT platform, on this, you have to be very particular about it, the communication process. The words have real meaning, what it should have. So a great amount of, you see, anxiety level is there. Then it will come out. I'm going to tell you some statistics on that also, that what are the responses of the people there. So we must think about this work from home, but as a student, as a professor, we have to look for the positives and positives only, and to sell the positives, so that we are being able to have our education in engineering achieving its goals and objectives in getting the syllabus in such a manner, in making the knowledge base so strong. That is there. Next. Online classes. With the virtual learning, there is an option for taking classes in the privacy of home. One can search for whatever video he might have missed to catch up on the classes later. Now, the disadvantages also convenience. People go for porn sites, seeing some other sites also, because it is open now. A lot of time they can waste also on this. Time flexibility, there is greater flexibility in choosing the best time to study. This is also there. Lower cost, there is a tremendous amount of saving for learning institutions. Yes, of course, I agree with it. You are not spending on the building, and a lot of companies have vacated their rental establishments. But see the practical side of it. And the engineering college we just created the labs, the auditorium, the classes, and everything. They have to maintain it here. You can't put it idle. So the cost effectiveness, I say lower cost, but you see at what cost the lower cost. Tomorrow when the things will start, again you will call the students and all. Today you are saving, not exactly saving I must say, but today it is a low cost because you are not inviting people, you are saving on the electricity, you are saving on transportation, you are saving on cafeteria support, not many things you are saving, the cleaning and other things, but ultimately in the long run you have to pay price for it. Next. Self-discipline, yes, this is important point. Part of community to physically show up increases in likelihood of accountability. On their own, they may not have enough self-discipline to fully engage the lessons themselves. But today, a great amount of strict discipline has come in education when you are using ICT. Technical difficulties, not being able to see or hear an instructor's lesson in a surefire way to encourage students to give up. In the past, students were required to install cumbersome application of technology that would deliver inconsistent performance. Now, online classes can be accessed through the click of a link without the need to install anything. Like I'm with you. Dr. Mishra has sent me only the link. I have put it on my laptop. Immediately, I am with you. Next. Now, work from home classes in practice. This is, of course, I'll be concluding after that, and then I'll open for your question answers. This is the concluding part of my address to you on this overview. I must call this address of mine as the beginning of this workshop as a ICT overview. I have not gone into detailing of it. Coming days, you are going to have experts who are going to detail out each and everything. What the overview I am giving you, a bird's eye view I have given to you. I must confess I have given only a bird's eye view. So work from home, when in the March it is started till May, it was a deep adoption. Feeling safer. It is, I'm telling you, the feedback survey was done and these are the findings of the survey. Feeling safer, no commutation, home comfort, no loss of productivity, high quality time with family, can work from my hometown, love the flexibility, feel liberated. These were the things which came and which run from March, April, May 2020. It was the feeling of the people for this pandemic, for work from home classes. Next. June to July 20, what was the scenario? Realization and saturation. This was the stage of realization and saturation. Miss college at times. Naturally, you see what kind of activities we were having in the college and all. And miss colleagues at times. Your faculty, people interaction, going to the classrooms, going to the canteen, going to playground. Sometimes you see teachers having their college meeting room interaction about the various things, discussing about the politics, discussing about so many things about the country, about the world. Miss getting ready for work. You know, you are there in the house, casual manner. No need of putting shoes and all, getting tie and everything. I am getting bored. Sometimes you get bored after a while. How long you sit before the computer and talking like this? When I am lecturing last 30, 40 years now, going across the world. And I move around. I never used to stay on the mic, on the podium. I had to hand mic and go around talking to the people, discussing with them. For my management classes and for aviation classes and all. So I'm missing that, and realization, saturation. Even today, when I'm talking to all of you, I would have been feeling much happier and had I been in NIT Jalandhar and talking to the people, making them seeing their eye movement. A lot of perception I have got from the faces of the people where they are listening to me or not. Because as a speaker, you can hear today, I am not seeing any 200, 300 people who are listening me, whether they are hearing me or they are listening to me. So this kind of realization was there. I do not know the manager colleague, new managers or colleague. How long will I cut corners of my life? This was the stage till July. Next. Now this is the acceptance now. This is the even today from August we are having. This college a lot. This is from the student perspective or the professor engineering perspective. This study is from all of you only. It is not my study. Syndicate work is a must. Collaboration is an issue with the work from home. Cannot be a long-term solution. Love my family, but I need me times. College energy is a different level. COVID-19 is unavoidable. This is the situation we have come across. It is unavoidable situation. Now this UK virus has come and the new things and a vaccine is coming. A lot of questions are being asked and lot many things are coming now. The mask is going to be forever, they say, and this new vaccine will have its own side effects. So a lot of uncertainties are coming, but this is unavoidable. So better adaptability is the sign of intelligence. So we have to adopt the system. We have to say that now we have to implement ICT in the real form, information communication technology. It is basically the use of information technology. It is extension of it. Or rather, I put in a simple word, it is use of artificial intelligence in the right manner, the specific case-to-case basis, where what kind of innovation is required, what kind of artificial intelligence is required, and what exactly is artificial intelligence. Tomorrow we are going to talk in detail about the artificial intelligence. And I'll be sending one of my articles published in International Journal on Artificial Intelligence. I'll mail to Dr. Mishra. And you all can have it and see my perspective. Of course, my perspective was from the aviation angle, but it is the piece for everybody. Next. So now I am open to questions. Any questions coming to your mind? I'm open to you. Of course, I have talked in a generalized manner intentionally because it is the first lecture and I planned it in such a manner. My endeavor was to have an overview of all aspects of the ICT and in nutshell, in brief, without going into intricacies of the system. And I think I'm with the time management. Time allocated to me was 1.5 hours. So this is one of the things in ICT also, that you have to be very particular about the timings. Any questions? Hello? You all are with me?
Yes, sir. I think everyone is with us.
Okay. Any question coming? Now there are two things. If the questions are not coming, either they are not hard. Me, number one, or number two, they know everything and there is no clarification they need. It's a very, this is one of the, you see what I should say, advantage, disadvantage of the ICT. I must have some questions, some clarifications the people have in their mind. Hello?
Hello.
Yeah, any question?
Participants, if you have any query, then you can please ask to Professor Divakar. Or otherwise, you can send your query in the chat box.
Yeah, that is
Directly, you can also send your query on the email ID of the course coordinator. We will respond you with the contact with the Professor Divakar. no way. But if you have any query, then please ask.
And I tell
I have
you,
a, sir, I have a question, sir.
yeah.
Yes. You ask.
Sir, very good afternoon, sir, and thank you to NITJ Jalandhar. Sir, it has been observed that I am a research scholar, Anil Kumar, sir, in Jamia Hamdard, New Delhi, and also taking few classes of BBA and MBA. The students are not very attentive as far as the face-to-face mode is concerned, and right now in the virtual mode, they are not very interactive. How can we make it more attractive and more valuable in respect of the students, sir?
Yeah, very nice question, and this is I fully agree with you that what kind of things you are having for ages today in the virtual system, the personality is not there before you. But one thing you can have that even in your system you can have in some of the engineering college like D.Y. Patil and all. When I gave the lecture, they made a system. They're like you are the information seeker. So when I am the faculty, so your face comes like a Skype on the computer. And I can see, I can interact with you like I am on the video call. So that is one way I found it very suitable that to have the perception of the person whether he understood or not. And second mechanism can be that you have day-to-day testing mechanism. You have some kind of system where your lecture you deliver and what kind of things you want the takes out of it, take away. Those takeaway you see, put to them, see their responses on that. And it can be very easily done if you are addressing about 80 people or 50, 60 people. It may not be practicable for 400 and all, but for a small class, normally in engineering college, you must be having 70, 80 people in a class. So that you can easily have, and it will take time, and by the time people will also understand. And secondly, you make your grading, your evaluation system in such a manner where the attentiveness will automatically come. Like earlier days, we used to give marks to the certain parameters we used to create. To create parameters accordingly so that you can besiege the attentiveness. And objectivity will come where the student will realize that he is being evaluated on this point also. So that is the way you can evolve. This is my take.
Yeah, true, sir. True. Exactly, sir. Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you, sir. So we are very thankful to you, sir, Professor Divakar, sir, to give us some brief knowledge of ICT and the different policies of ICT and so many general aspects related to the new technologies. We are very thankful to you, sir, to extract your some time to deliver this talk from your busy schedule and to enhance our knowledge.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
Next slide, last slide is my thanks. Now you see, I'll conclude with a share again.
Yes, sir.
Never feel any student, any faculty that we are less to anybody. Two shares are there. ऐगुल क्यों देखता है तू दूसरे गुल को? ऐगुल क्यों देखता है तू दूसरे गुल को? तू भी तो एक गुल है, अपनी बाहर देख. So optimism is there. And one more share, with this share, I would like to thank all the faculty people, all the IT professionals of NIT who has supported this system. I could deliver the talk and the system responded. To your director, to Dr. Mishra, I had been interacting with him. It is almost like 1 or 2 years. We planned so many things because of the pandemic. I could only have a maiden visit when I discussed with him. And I'm really grateful to director, Dr. Mishra and all to be in touch with me. And I don't know how far I do justice with the topic because my field is very vast. And thank you very much. So see you all tomorrow at 12 o'clock. Nah?
Yes, sir.
Okay, sir. Thank you very much.
Okay, I'll send you the material today. Okay. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much. So, dear participants, thank you very much to listen Professor Divakar very sincerely. So this is a lunch time, and we will meet after lunch at 12:30 p.m. And for our expert for the next session is Amrinder Saranji. He will deliver his talk on Google support in education. What are the role of Google in the education? So now it's a break for lunch, and we will meet after lunch at 2:30 p.m. I request you to please join 5 or 10 minutes before the session. Thank you so much.
Okay. So, okay. Let us start.
Yeah, please.
Okay. So we have with us Engineer Amrinder Saranji, and before starting the session, so I will share some of his achievements. Okay. So Amrinder Saranji has received his BTech in Information Technology from GGSIP University, New Delhi in 2005. Okay, and MTech in Information Technology from CTech Mohali in 2017. He is pursuing PhD in Computer Science and Engineering at UIET Punjab University, Chandigarh, under Vishwariya PhD Fellowship Scheme of Ministry of Electronics and IT, Government of India. He is working at NITTR Chandigarh since 2010 and having 11 years of experience in IT field. While working at NITTR Chandigarh, uh, he has indigenously developed many software and web portal like NITTR official website, NCTEL portal, online training management portal, and MIS mobile application, etc. He carried out many consultancy projects of software application development, corporate training for various government and private agencies to the tune of 50 lakhs. He is the key technical person behind developing the managing various software, web portals, and implementing paperless office under Go Green initiative. He is also instrumental in smooth functioning of smart data centers, serves and campus-wide network. Okay, he is well versed in software development, continuing IT security audit, and implementing the required security arrangement for protecting the cyberspace. His area of expertise includes programming in PHP, large-scale database handling, okay, vulnerability assessment, and penetrating testing, etc. His contribution in cyber security for protecting critical information infrastructure as well as appreciating and acknowledged by NCIIPC and TRO Government of India. He is recipient of Hall of Fame of CERT Europe for vulnerability disclosure in IT application. Okay, he has conducted more than 70 in hard and out specificity development programs and delivered invited talks during many FDPs in both contact and through ICT mode. He is 7 times GATE qualifier with best score 713 and 99.9 percentile. So I welcome Engineer Amrinder Saranji, and over to you, Amrinder Saranji, for proceeding the session.
Thank you very much, sir. Thank you very much for providing me this opportunity and briefing me about me for such a nice introduction. Thank you very much, sir. And I once again thanks to all the participants who are attending this training program to be connected with this session. So in this session, we will be covering some apps provided by Google, right, for better teaching and learning. And many institutions and higher education institution and school educations, they are using these Google products for teaching and learning. So most of you might be using some of the Google products. So I will put some highlights about key features, right, and also demonstrate how to use these apps, right, one by one. So so let me share my desktop and explain one by one. I will one by one explain the applications, right? Different applications provided by Google. So let me share my screen. I hope my screen is visible. Please confirm once, dear participant or sir, please confirm once whether my screen is visible or
Yes,
not.
it is visible. Yes, yes.
Yes.
Okay, thank you very much, sir. So there are three types of, you can say, licensing Google used to provide, right? One is for one is your normal Gmail services, which you are using. Many of you are having Gmail email ID on the Gmail, and you are using Gmail, right? So under the licensing scheme, this is the public licenses which we are using, right? Some licenses for workspace, right? Google's used to provide two types of licensing. Let me show you. So this is G Suite for education, right? This is just G Suite for education. So you can also get this free of cost from the Google, and you can integrate these G Suite features with your college website or college domain. Another is Google G Suite for enterprise, right? So one is your public licenses which we are using as a individual, right? Another is on organizational basis, that is Google for education, right? And it is free. You can get this features, Google for education features, for free of cost from the Google. For that you have to do some setup. So you have to provide your institutional detail, your website domain, and some credentials, right? Some authorization you have to provide to Google, right? And then this Google Suite, G Suite for education licenses will be issued to your college or your organization, right? Another is enterprise, G Suite for enterprise. You can see here, it is written here, get standard for free. The standard license of G Suite for education is free of cost. For enterprise license, you have to purchase it, right? So it cost approximately 2000, right, per license, for teacher licenses, right? And for one teacher licenses, they are giving free of cost 10 student licenses, right? So anyway, let me show you the products or applications which they are providing under these applications. So at the NITTR, we are also using this G Suite for education, and recently we have upgraded to enterprise version also, right? So there are some basic features which you are getting with your public email ID also, right? Some advanced features you might not be getting, like recently in September 2020, Google has announced the limitation over their Google Meet, use of Google Meet, right? Earlier it was unlimited duration, right? And maximum 250 participants can be joining, can join the Google Meet. But after this changes in their policy, right, they have limited the number of participant or audience to 100 only, and the number of hours, the meeting length, they have restricted to one hour, right? With the basic version, right? So this is just a commercial strategy of Google, right? So recently they have launched this enterprise version, right? Anyway, the basic apps which we are going to cover during this session, that you will get with your public email ID also, and your G Suite for education free license also, right? So let me show you one by one. Once you will log into your Gmail account, so you can see here this dot bar will be here, right? Dot bar will be here. When you click on this dot bar, then you will get the different applications which Google is providing. So many of these applications are very useful, right? Very useful for teaching and learning process, basically, right? So one by one I will explain, right? So let's start with this Google Drive, right? So once you talk about Google Drive, right, when you will open Google Drive, so this Google Drive is just like your physical drive. In your computer, you are using your physical drive to store the data, C drive, D drive, right, E drive, and in these drives you will be you can create folders. You can create folders and you can save your data, right? But again, there is a limitation of geographical movement, right? When you move to some other geographical location, either you will have to move your device along with you, otherwise this data will not be accessible. So to access your data throughout the world, from anywhere, any part of the world, you can use this Google Drive. You can keep your data in this Google Drive. So with your basic Gmail, with Gmail ID, you will be getting 14 GB of space over this Google Drive, right? But when you upgrade to Google for Education, so they will be providing 1 terabyte. So when you upgrade your licenses, organizational licenses to Google for Education, free subscription, this space will be provided up to 1 terabyte. And when you upgrade to enterprise version, it will be unlimited. This unlimited space you will be getting over this Google Drive. That is unlimited data you can put into your Google Drive, right? So you can see here in my Google Drive, I have till date I have used 30 GB of space, right? So it is unlimited because we are using this enterprise version. It is just for information, information. It is nothing to do with your applications. It is just I'm explaining you what are the features available, right? So next, in the drive you can create new folder, right? You can drag and drop your files like in your physical drive. You can create here folder FDP. I have created one folder called FDP, right? So in this folder you can keep any files, right? You can keep your you can copy and paste your physical data also. Like if I want to if I want to keep some files from my physical drive, so I can drag and drop. Suppose I want to put this PDF file, I can drag and I can drop into this file, right? So it will be uploaded depending upon the file size. This file has been uploaded, right? And you can open and read this. You can open this file, and anytime and anywhere you can open this file, right? It will be stored in the Google Drive, right? So you can synchronize your physical drive with your Google Drive also, right? You have to download the Google Drive software and you can sync it. If you will synchronize your Google Drive with your physical drive, whenever a new file you will create on your physical drive, it will be automatically uploaded over the Google Drive, right? So in this way you can create a folder and you can keep your data, right? And also you can share this data with anyone, right? So once you will go to your folder, when you will click on this folder file, you will get an option to share, right? So you can share with n number of people, right? You can share with n number of people. You just have to write here the email ID. Suppose I am writing here student 1 and I want to share this file. So I can also give the permission, right? Which type of permission I would like to give this user. So I can restrict it to just viewing right. Otherwise, if it is a editable file, I can give them the right of editor, right? If it is a Word file, they can edit this file also, right? Or they can comment over this file, right? So in this way, I can send and I can share this file to anyone, right? Okay. Whenever I want to delete it, I can delete this file from here. From delete button, I can delete it, right? So whenever I will create any folder, it will be permanently stored in your Google Drive, and anytime in future you can access. These are the data which I have kept in my Google Drive, and I can access it from at any time, right? So another applications which is uploaded, which is available here, and with the respect of Google Drive, I can upload files directly. I can upload files from my computer. I can upload n number of files. I can select multiple files in one go, right? and I can upload it, right? So these all files will be uploaded, right? Yes, these all file will be uploaded one by one into my drive, right? So in this way you can upload n number of files into your Google Drive, right? Another feature is you can also upload the folder from your computer. You can directly upload your folder. Suppose I want to upload this folder, so I can directly select this folder and I can upload it, right? So this folder will be uploaded with the same name, right? With the same name, this folder will be uploaded and the data will be residing here, right? When I will click on new button, I will get these many apps which is linked with your Google Drive. So first of all, we will see this Google form, right? So we will check the use of this Google form. So when you will click on this Google form, it will ask for either you can select this blank form or you can use a template, right? So you can select a blank form also. So let me show you the blank form, how to customize your blank form. So blank form is basically this form application. This Google form application is used for conducting a survey or conducting a quizzes, right? If you want to conduct a quiz, right? So you can use this Google form, right? So many of you will be conducting different type of FDP, right? So while getting the registration of this FDP, you can also use this Google form, or while collecting while giving the quizzes, while conducting the assessment test, you can also use this Google form. So let me show you how to customize your Google form. So if you are having any query, you can ask in between, or you can ask me at last. So firstly you have to just rename your form. So I'm going to rename is FDP test. I renamed this form at FDP test. I can create questions from here, right? So first of all, I suppose I am creating a first question number 1. Question 1, and suppose I have given 4 options: A, B, D. So I have created this question number 1, and I have given the option, right? I can also attach some images with this question. I can also attach. So if I want to attach any images, I can select the images and I can attach with this question. So suppose I want to attach this logo, right? So you can attach any images, right, with respect to your question. Suppose you want to attach an image with respect to your question, you can attach the image. Even you can attach images as option also, right? So once you have created this question number 1, you will get some option. You can make it duplicate, you can delete it, or you can make it compulsory to attempt, right? If you will click on this required button, if this required button is enabled, it means student or participant will not able to, respondent will not able to submit this form without answering this question, right? They have to attempt this question compulsorily, right? So if I want to make a duplicate of this question, I can duplicate it from here. Suppose in question number 2, I have asked the question capital of Punjab, right? I can delete this image also. Right, I can put the option here. So I can give some options here, right? I can also make it required, right? So if you want to see how this form will be looking like. So you can see here, your form will look like this, right? This will be your form, and you will get some option here, question and then option, and at the bottom you will get some submit button, submit option, right? Submit button option. So to make it a quiz, you have to go to the setting, right? Settings. I will be going to setting, and I will make it as a quiz. When I will click on this, make it as a quiz, right? So some more options will be shown here. So it will be asking release the grade if you want to assign some grade with this question. So if you want that as soon as the participant will submit the test, they will get their score, right? So you can select it immediately after each submission, right? But if later on, if you want to give this scores, you can select this one, right? So here are some more options. Respondent can see, respondent can miss the question, can correct the answer, and point the values, right? So I have unchecked this options, right? So let me give this option. A participant respondent can correct the answer, right? Or and when I will submit it, this form will become quiz, right? Some more setting is the you have to make it here. Before giving this form to the participant, you please make it to collect the email address, right? Once you will select this option, collect the email addresses, then after selecting this option, whenever a participant want to attempt this question, they have to provide their email ID here, right? They have to provide the email ID here, right? So because I'm using my organizational email ID, so it is asking restrict the users of your domain. So I'm unchecking it so that outside the organization, participants from outside this organization can also attempt this. Limit to one response, right? So it is asking whether the participant is limited for only for making only one response. Yes, and I'm not checking it. Not checking it edit after submit. Once the participant will submit the quiz, he will not be able to edit the question, sorry, answer. See summary chart. So once the participant will submit the test, he will be able to see the summary chart, right? And I will submit it. So you can see as soon as I have made the collection of email ID mandatory, the email ID field is inserted here, right? You can also give some title about this test that maximum marks 2 marks. You can also give maximum time, uh, 5 minutes, right? So you can give some information about this test, pattern of test, or about the test. You can give any messages, right? So this will be also visible to the participants, right? So in this way, and another thing, when you have made it as a quiz, right, you can assign the answer key so that participant can see their result, right? So while making your question as a quiz, you have to assign some grade also, right? So you can assign here the grade. When you click on this answer, you will be asked for assigning the grade. Suppose I am giving 2 marks for this question, and I want to make this option number B is as a correct answer. So when I will submit it, now this question has been modified. So this question is of 2 marks, and the correct answer will be B. It will not be visible to participant, but it will be helpful for making the grading, right? Similarly, when I will click on this question, I can assign the answer key here. While assigning the answer key, I can grade this to 2 point, and I will select the correct answer, Chandigarh. So let me show you how it will look like after completion. Sorry, how it will look to the participant. So when participant will open, this test will be visible to them, and the format will be like this, right? FDP test. He has to enter their email ID, right? Maximum marks it is showing, maximum time it is giving, right? And they have to select the option, right? without selecting the option, they cannot submit. When the participant will try to submit this test, it will ask for the required fields, right? Suppose I am writing here my email ID, the student email ID. Right. So he has some mentioned this email ID, his email ID, and when he will try to submit, it is showing that this question is compulsory and you have to attempt this question, right? So when you will submit it, the response has been recorded. So you can check also the accuracy, right? Yes. So this question is correct. So it is not giving any error, right? If the question was wrong, it will be, so answer was wrong, it will be giving messages here, right? It will give message here. So let me submit one more response answer here. Because I have submitted with my email ID, so it is, and I have not allowed the participant to give multiple response, so it is not allowing me to submit multiple response. Suppose I have removed this limitation, so after this I will be able to submit the more than one time answers, right? So I will be giving some different email ID. So I can see the accuracy here. It is showing that the correct answer was B, but I have recorded the response as A, right? The correct answer was Chandigarh and I have recorded the answer as Ludhiana. So it is giving the accuracy result, right, instantly after the submission of the test, right? Because I have made this option enabled in the quiz, that immediately after submission participant will be able to see their result, right? Grade they will be able to see, right? So that is why it is showing. You can some more feature of this Google form, that you can change your template, right? You can change your header. You can append some header from your photos. If you have selected any photo, you can change the header of your Google form. Otherwise, you can also, if you are having a banner, customized banner, you can upload it from your computer. You just go to this, and you can upload from your computer. If you are having any image or a banner, suppose I have created this banner, so I can upload this, right? So I can upload the customized banner from my computer also. So it has been loaded, right? So you can also customize your Google form like this, right? So and secondly, as a author of this form, as a owner of this form, you will be able to see the responses, right? You will be able to see the responses, how many participants has responded to your quiz, right? So you can see here 2 participants have responded, right? Individually you can see that student 1 has responded, right? Amrinder Arun @gmail.com, he has also responded, right? So you can see the individual submitted result, and moreover you can create a spreadsheet from here, right? You can create a spreadsheet, that is Excel sheet. The all the responses of your participants, it will be recorded into the Excel file, and when you click on this create a new spreadsheet, a new Google sheet will be created, where the detail of each participant will be there, their email ID, their score, and the questions and their corresponding option they have marked, right? So you can see here the entire result will be populated in this Google Excel sheet, right? So this is a very good option to have the consolidated result or report, right, for each participant. Secondly, there is option to disable your form. Suppose you are conducting a quiz in your FDP or if in any classroom, and suppose you have created a quiz and you have given the link to submit the quiz to all the participants, and you have fixed the time limit to 1 hour, right? So after 1 hour you have to disable this form. You have to disable this form so that no one will be able to submit the test, right? So suppose I have started my test at 3 o'clock and I want to disable it at 3:10, right? So as soon as this time will arrive, I will just click on this accepting responses button. As soon as I will click or disable this accepting responses button, the form will no longer be accessible, right? And participant will not be able to access that form, right? So you can see here, when any participant will with this link try to view this form, the message he will get that the FDP test is no longer accepting the responses, right? So we have disabled this form for accepting further responses, right? So these are the some basic features available with your Google form, right? So if you are having any query, you can ask me in the chat box, right? So I'll be switching to some more tools, right? Any question with respect to Google form? Some more features with this Google form, associated with this Google form, that you can also create. No, you can also create different sort type question and some drop down question, right? Like in this question are only of type multiple choice. If you want to create some short type answer question, right, you can create a question from here.
मैं तो कई कुछ कर रही हूँ. हाँ जी, ये हो गया आपका रफ है? नहीं नहीं, ये कुछ रफ नहीं है, ये सारा कुछ रफ नहीं है.
Some participant has muted their mic. So please
अच्छा,
mute your mic.
अभी ना आप ऐसा करो, एक पेज पे मुझे, आपके पास पेज है? नहीं है. पेज ओ जिस पे डस्टर पड़ा वो उठाओ, देखो वो पेज.
Some of the participant has unmuted their mic. I request all the participants to please mute your mic.
डस्टर, हाँ, बाकी डस्टर उन्हीं पेजेस पे रख दो. एक ही पेज इनफ है. डस्टर वहीं रख दो जहां से उठाया. दिखाओ. ये पेज ऑर्गेनाइज्ड वर्कशॉप, ठीक है. इस पेज पर अपना नाम.
Ma'am, please stop talking, ma'am.
Sir, I have a question.
Yes, sir.
Sir, can we disable the Google form automatically after some time without manual?
No, sir. It is manual process. Till date, Google has not provided this support, right? So
Okay.
you cannot make it automatic, right? You have to manually off this form, right? Google has not provided this facility yet, right, sir?
Okay, okay, sir. Thank you.
So you can not it is not limited to only multiple choice question. You can also select the different type of question like paragraph or short answer question. So in short answer question, you can write questions from, for which you want to get the answers in short type, right? Short answer, right? So like you can ask full form of NITTR, right? So this type of question, full form type of question, you can ask from the participant, because it is having the limited. So it is having the answer of short answer type. So participant can respond like National Institute of Technical Teachers Training or right. So so you can also create some question of type paragraph if you want to create a paragraph type of question. Sorry. So you can also create. So for short answer type question, you can also make answer key, right? You can also write here a correct answer, National Institute of Technical Teachers Training and Research, right? But it is not suggested for this answer key for this short answer and paragraph type of question, because participant may type some participant will do some spelling mistake, or they will write the full form not in appropriate order, right? So it will not, this Google form will not be able to evaluate the answer, right? So it is not recommended for short answer type question to put this answer, right? So even you can give the checkbox, or you can give the drop down type of question, right? Like suppose I want to collect the gender. I want to collect the gender of the participant, from which gender he belongs, right? So I can collect here gender. So I can write here right. So I can also use this Google this drop down and make it compulsory. I have also made it compulsory. Similarly, drop down this checkbox can also be used, right? If you want to simply insert a text, right, like you want to take the name of the participant, those who are attempting this test, so you can also create of short answer, and you are asking the name of the candidate, short answer type, right? So you can create this type of form. So when you will click on this preview, it will look like this. Firstly, it will ask for Gmail email ID of the participant, then name it will ask, right? Then gender it will ask, male, female, and other, right? Then your question will begin, right? Suppose you want to give this quiz in phased manner, like if you want to give this test so that in such a way that participant only one question will be visible at a time in the on the participant screen. So you can also do that by creating the section, right? Suppose you want that after filling the basic detail, only the participant will be able to switch to the next page or next question, right? So this can also be done in this your Google form using this section, right? Here I am going to make a section. So when I will click here add section, so this section this will be the first section, and this will be the second section. So first in the first section I will rename it basic detail. In section 2 I will put here question. MCQ questions. Similarly, if I want to make another section, suppose for short type of question, short answer type question, so I can also create a section. Right. So I've created 3 sections, right? When you will create a section, it will ask for the destination, right? That after completing the first section, where you want to go, right? So if you select continue to next section, it will automatically lead the participant to the next section. Otherwise, you can also jump to the some other section also, right? You can also jump to some specific section, right? So once you will create a section, and when you will click on this preview, right? So this form will look like this, right? So only basic detail is visible here. So you will have to enter your email ID. So after email ID, I can put my name here. As a participant, I am entering here. I have selected my gender, and when after completing this all, when I will click on next, right? So my question sections will start. MCQ question section will start here. Basic detail I have already captured, right? So I can also switch between the sections, right? I can go backward or forward, right? So I can answer this multiple choice question from here, right? And then I will click on next button, then I will come to this short answer type question, right? So in this way I can create multiple section in my Google form, right? So it will be very helpful. And you can also create a section after each question, so that participant will only able to see only one question at a time, right? So this type of customization you can do with your Google form, right? So is it clear to all of you? So is it clear to all of you? Any doubt?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Got it.
Okay. Any doubt, ma'am?
Sir,
Okay.
only one question is there. Hello.
Yes, ma'am.
Sir, I saw some questions that is in the Google form. We are having the multiple options, strongly agree, disagree, neutral, and we have to
Yes,
click
ma'am.
that multiple. So, sir, if suppose we are getting that exposure, that how to prepare that question and option, that will be fine, sir.
Yeah, that is also type of question you can create here.
Yes, sir.
So you can also add a question of taking the feedback, right? So you can see here this linear scale, right? So in linear scale you will get this. So you can get the feedback about anything. Feedback. So excellent.
Hello.
Yes, ma'am.
Hello, sir. I have one question regarding responses of student questions after submission of test.
Yes, ma'am.
There is no responses is recorded, but there or responses submitted by a student, but score of student does not visible in report Excel sheet. So.
Score is not visible.
Yes, sir. I I also have such type of problem.
Ma'am, can you please explain once again, ma'am, what problem exactly you are getting, ma'am?
सर एक्चुअली मैंने टेस्ट लिया है स्टूडेंट्स का, टेस्ट लेने के बाद उन्होंने सबमिट किया, स्कोर स्टूडेंट्स को पता है, बट मेरे जो गूगल फॉर्म में स्कोर भी विजिबल नहीं है, और जो एक्सेल शीट मैंने डाउनलोड की है उसमें भी स्कोर विजिबल नहीं है. स्कोर का कॉलम जैसे आना चाहिए ना, वैसे एक्सेल शीट जब हम डाउनलोड करते हैं तो स्कोर का कॉलम आना चाहिए. स्कोर जो उन्होंने अटेम्प्ट किया है वो स्कोर दिखना चाहिए एक्सेल शीट में. तो वो विजिबल है नहीं, तो वो कैसे पॉसिबल होगा कि आप डाउनलोड.
उसमें क्या होता है मैम, अगर आपने इफ यू हैव डन सम changes in your Excel sheet, right, then it will not be visible. Suppose you have deleted the Google form, right, you have deleted the responses, and so if you delete the response from your Google sheet, right, so
नो सर, रिस्पॉन्स वगैरह कुछ भी डिलीट नहीं हुआ है, कुछ भी ऐसा, मतलब हम सिर्फ उसको उस चीज को रिस्पॉन्सेस और स्कोर को हम डाउनलोड करने की कोशिश ही कर रहे हैं. इवन हमने मतलब ऐसा रिस्पॉन्सेस कुछ भी डिलीट नहीं हुआ है. पर्टिकुलर स्टूडेंट वाइज स्टूडेंट्स को जो स्कोर है उनको पता चल गया आफ्टर सबमिशन के बाद. लेकिन हमें डाउनलोड करना है, हमें उनको मार्क करना है. तो जैसे 70 to 80 स्टूडेंट्स हैं, तो हमने सोचा कि पर स्टूडेंट वाइज तो टाइम कंज्यूमिंग है, तो उसमें एक्सेल शीट में देखा तो स्कोर विजिबल ही नहीं है, स्कोर का कोई कॉलम ही नहीं ग्रेड का.
जनरली ऐसा होता नहीं है मैम, ठीक है ना, क्योंकि स्कोर तो ऑटोमेटिकली जब क्विज बनाते हैं ना
जनरेट. यस सर, यस सर.
ये मिस्टेक हो गया होगा बाय चांस आपसे कि आपने क्विज नहीं बनाया होगा इसको, ठीक है ना. तो अगर आपने क्विज नहीं बनाया होगा ना उसको, जैसे मैंने क्विज बनाना सिखाया ना मैम, आपने सिंपल गूगल फॉर्म बना लिया,
बनाया, टेस्ट भी लिया, क्विज भी बना हुआ है, टेस्ट भी लिया, सबमिशन भी हुआ, मतलब डेट पर.
स्कोर वाला कॉलम आपको नहीं दिख रहा है उसमें?
यस सर, मेल वाला दिख रहा है, रोल कॉल दिख रहा है, और अटेंडेंस जो है डन, नॉट डन, साइन इन, नॉट लॉग इन करके, तो वो सब कॉलम दिख रहा है.
ऐसा जनरली होता नहीं है मैम. ये तो दो ही केस में हो सकता है, या तो एक्सेल सीट के साथ एक्सेल सीट कुछ टेम्पटिंग हुई हो, एक्सेल सीट के साथ टेम्परिंग, या फिर कोई अनलिंकिंग हो गई हो कि कोई दूसरा एक्सेल सीट आपने लिंक कर दिया हो या अनलिंक कर दिया हो, जिसकी वजह से दिक्कत आ रही हो। जनरली ये प्रॉब्लम आती नहीं
ये
है।
भी है क्या, क्या कहते हैं कि वो मैंडेटरी फील्ड भी ऑन, जो मैंडेटरी फील्ड जो रहती है वो भी ऑन किया।
ओके,
जो
एनीवे
क्वेश्चन
मैम
पर एमसीक्यू देने के बाद जो लास्ट ये राइट कॉर्नर पे जो मैंडेटरी फील्ड रहती है वो भी हमने उसको ओपन कर रखा था।
नो इशू मैम, कल सुबह ना आप मुझे अपना वो दीजिएगा, एक्सेस दीजिएगा टीम व्यूअर एनी डेस्क से। आई विल चेक कि क्या है आपका ईमेल आईडी। आप ईमेल आईडी अपने सिस्टम पे ओपन कर लीजिएगा, ठीक है ना, अपना गूगल ड्राइव का, और मुझे आप एक्सेस दीजिएगा गूगल उसके एनी डेस्क के थ्रू। आई विल चेक इट मैम, राइट। कोशिश करूंगा जी मैम।
Yes. If any of the participant is having any problem, they can contact to Dr. Saab. Okay, Dr. Amrinder.
नो इशू मैम, आई विल चेक इट इन मॉर्निंग। आप मुझे एक्सेस दे दीजिएगा अपने सिस्टम का, मैं यहीं से चेक कर लूंगा मैम, रिमोट एक्सेस, ठीक है मैम। ओके, थैंक यू वेरी मच। सो लेट मी कंटिन्यू। सो हम अभी गूगल फॉर्म देख रहे थे, राइट। तो गूगल फॉर्म में मैंने आपको सेक्शंस क्रिएट करने सिखा दिए हैं कि हाउ टू क्रिएट द सेक्शंस, राइट। सो इन यूजिंग दिस सेक्शन यू कैन आल्सो टेक द योर असेसमेंट, राइट। अभी और भी बहुत सारे टूल्स हैं, वी विल बी सीइंग वन बाय वन, राइट। तो लेट मी स्विच टू सम अनदर ऐप, राइट। तो ये गूगल फॉर्म था। गूगल डॉक्स, जैसा कि आप माइक्रोसॉफ्ट वर्ड में इस्तेमाल करते हैं, माइक्रोसॉफ्ट वर्ड में जो फीचर्स हैं वो सारे ही फीचर्स आपको गूगल डॉक्स में मिल जाएंगे। गूगल डॉक्स इज जस्ट सिमिलर लाइक योर माइक्रोसॉफ्ट वर्ड, राइट। नो डाउट माइक्रोसॉफ्ट वर्ड इज हैविंग सम मोर और सोफिस्टिकेटेड फीचर, बट ऑलमोस्ट सारे फीचर्स यहाँ आपको मिलेंगे गूगल डॉक में भी, राइट। यहाँ से आप अपने डॉक्यूमेंट क्रिएट कर सकते हैं, एंड द बेस्ट पार्ट ऑफ दिस इज इट विल बी ऑटोमेटिकली सेव्ड, right? So anything if you are writing, it will be automatically saved to your drive, right? And you can create this Google Doc from just from your Google Drive, right? You can, and it will be automatically saved into your Google Drive. एंड इसमें सारे फॉर्मेटिंग ऑप्शंस आपको वैसे ही मिलेंगे जैसे आपको MS ऑफिस में मिलते हैं। आप यहाँ पे टेक्स्ट को कलर कर सकते हो, उसको बोल्ड कर सकते हो, उसकी साइज को बढ़ा सकते हो, राइट। एनीथिंग सेंट्रलाइज आप अलाइनमेंट सेट कर सकते हैं। आप यहाँ पे बुलेटिंग भी कर सकते हैं। यहाँ पे आप इसको बुलेट भी असाइन कर सकते हैं, राइट। जैसा आपने नॉर्मल आप MS ऑफिस में करते हैं, सारे ऑलमोस्ट सारे ऑप्शंस आपको यहाँ मिलेंगे, राइट। आफ्टर एडिटिंग यू कैन आल्सो एबल टू डाउनलोड इट, राइट। इसमें सबसे बढ़िया ये चीज है कि यू कैन एबल टू एक्सेस इट फ्रॉम वेयर एनीवेयर थ्रू आउट द वर्ल्ड, राइट। यू कैन एक्सेस इट, राइट, और एनी टाइम, राइट। यू कैन आल्सो डाउनलोड इट, राइट। जब आपको इस फाइल सपोज you want to download it and you want to send it, right, you can directly go to the file menu and you can download this as in the MS Word Office, MS Word format, right. So when you want to download it, it will be downloaded as a MS Word file, right. You can see here the file has been downloaded, right. This file has been downloaded. So this is just similar like your MS Word, right. So any editing, you can insert any pages or any hyperlink, any photo from your Google Drive, right. You can do anything with this, right. You can insert any images, right. Anything you can insert you can do with this your Google Doc, right. So next your next app is your Google Slide, right. Google Sheet. Google Sheet is just like your Excel sheet. The things you can do in Google Sheet you can also do here, right. So you can it is just looking like a normal Excel sheet, right. So let me open some Excel sheet, existing Excel sheet. So suppose this is a Excel sheet, right? This is Excel sheet, and it has been generated through this Google form. You can apply anything, right? Suppose you want to filter. You want to apply filter. You like an MS Office. You can also apply filter from here. Create a new filter view, right? So once you will create a filter, you can go to this. And you can select, you can apply. Suppose I want to see only the faculty available in this seat. So when I will select it, it will show me the faculties, right? Okay, so it has been applied, so there is no faculty, I think. So let me select this. Yes, so it is showing the PG scholars. So you can apply the filter like normal Excel sheet. Like you apply, you can also apply filter. You can also remove the filters, right? You can also sorry. You can also order it, right? So suppose I want to sort the email IDs. So I can go to this filter, create a new filter on this column, right? Sort A to Z. Suppose I want to sort it, so I have sorted it. So it will be automatically sorted, right? So anything what you are doing with your Excel sheet, you can do with your Google spreadsheet also. And again, the best part is it is available on your Google account, your Google Drive, right? And permanently, on permanent basis, right? You can apply formula also, right? Some average, right? You can apply formula. So like in Excel sheet, you can also you can apply formula here, sum. It has calculated the sum here, right? So you can apply any formula in this Google spreadsheet also, right? Let's move to some another app that is available with Google Slide. So Google Slide, you can also create a presentation, PowerPoint presentation, right? So and the best part is if you want to present your Google present in online mode, so it will be very helpful, right? It will be very helpful. You can create some transition or slides, right? You can add audio file also with this Google presentation, because suppose your PPT is having some audio files, right? So in normal case it will be not be audible, right? Suppose in online mode you are presenting, right? In online mode you are presenting through Google Drive, sorry, Google Meet or any app, right? So if you are using your Google Meet, right? So and if you are presenting PPT from your system, so might be the sound will not be able to might be, the sound will not be available to the audience. But if you embed the sound in your PPT slide in Google Slide, it will be audible to all the participants, right? So you can change the layout from here. You can select the theme also. You can change the background of this slide, right? So from here you can select different theme, right? You can select different theme from here, right? Different themes are available, right? Like in normal PPT, you can also change your layout from here. You can also apply the transition, right? Dissolve, right? When you present it, so it will be loading like this, right? So if you add any text here, so it will look like this, right? So in similar case, you can add some more slide from here while editing your. You have to stop the this slide, so you can add slide, new slide from here. So you can add slideshow here, sorry, multiple slide here, and similarly you can make your PowerPoint presentation, right? So the most important thing which I would like to share with you, that is Google Classroom. That is very useful for you while conducting the while taking the online classes. So Google Classroom, it is again a very useful app, right? You will just get to go to your this dot bar. There you will get an option of Google Classroom, right? So in Google Classroom, you will get the option to create the class. It is basically, it is a common platform for all the app, right? So here all the apps of Google is integrated, and it is basically made for conducting the online classes, right? So when you create a class, so so in Google Classroom, you can create a class from here, right? So while creating a class, suppose I am creating here FDP NIT Jalandhar, है ना? Just 1 second, sir. 1 second. So okay, so I was explaining the Google Classroom. So in Google Classroom, I have created a class, right? So you can invite multiple student, right? This classroom platform is basically used, right, for submitting, for announcing any event or announcing any assignment, giving some material to the students, right? So many things you can do with your Google Classroom, right? So let me explain you one by one. So suppose I created a classroom here. So next I have to invite the student. If suppose I want to invite some more teachers in this classroom, I can invite. That there will be two section, teacher and student. So I can also invite some teachers to connect with this classroom. Otherwise, I can invite some student from here. Let me invite some student. So let me invite some student from here. Student 1. Suppose I have invited student 1 for this class. So I have sent the invitation. One more student, suppose I want to invite student 2 I have invited, right? So let me open the student email ID so that I can also show you how it will look like, right? In case of teacher and student communication. So let me open this student email ID. So here student email ID, the invitation has been received, right? So class invitation. So a student can join this class, right? So I have as a student 1, I have joined this class. So as soon as I will join this class, the teacher will able to see that a student has joined, right? So now you can see here. Earlier it is both the students' names are in disabled form, right? But when the student will join, it turned black, right? The gray color has turned into the black color. That is, the student has joined, right? Student 2 is still not joined, right? He has been invited, but he has not joined yet, right? So now as a student, so now as a teacher, let me show you what I can do. As a teacher, what I can do with this Google Classroom. So firstly, we will explain this stream, right? So in stream, I can announce anything with this in this class. Welcome. Welcome students. So I have posted it. I can also attach some attachment here. If suppose I am going to announce the schedule of my class, right? So I can attach any file. Suppose I want to attach a file from my Google Drive. So suppose I want to attach any schedule. Suppose let me select this Word file. So I have selected this and I will post it, right? So once I will post it, so it will be visible to all the students. So this announcement will be visible to all the students. You can see here. So here is the student account. So student will be able to see what the teacher has posted. So student will able to see what the teacher has posted, right? So similarly, teacher can create the classwork, right? In classwork you will get some more option, like you can create assignment, you can create quiz assignment. Quiz assignment is nothing but your Google form only. When you will click on quiz assignment, it will automatically redirect you to the Google forms. So I have already demonstrated you how to create the quiz in your Google form. You can submit a material. Suppose I am going to create assignment, like suppose I am going to give a project assignment, project proposal for final year, or project proposal presentation. I have given all the students assignment that they have to make a project and they have to present their proposal, right? So I can add some material, right? I can add some again. I can append some template, like I can append some template, that project template. The student can follow this type of template, right? So suppose any PDF file. Suppose let me select this PDF again, this Word file, that student can follow this, right? I can also append some link, right? I can append some Google YouTube video, right? YouTube video I can append here, right? So suppose any YouTube video, suppose I want to append any video from YouTube. Suppose I want to append this video, so I can give this to my link to my assignment, so that a student can follow this video to make their proposal, right? So again, it is giving option me to create some document slide or any drawing, etc. Right. So once I will once I will make this assignment, once I will create this assignment, right? So some more options there it is giving to me. One is the grading, right? So suppose I want to grade the assignment, right? So I have given maximum marks 100, so that I will be able to mark the grade the assignment of the submitted by the student out of 100, right? I can also give some date and time, due date, right? Suppose I am giving the due date by tomorrow, that a student has to submit this assignment by tomorrow. So it is asking for create topic, to which topic you want to connect this assignment. So suppose I have I'm going to create a topic called FDP, right? So I created a topic FDP. Again, it is asking for rubrics. Rubrics are basically rubrics are used for basically grading or grading the work based on the different parameters, right? So if you want to make simple assignment, you are not, if you are want to grade the assignment after reading it manually, right? So it will not, this rubric will not be required. But if you want automatic grading, right, in that case this rubric will be required. So I will show you how to create the rubrics also. So here the simple assignment is created. Here the simple assignment has been created, right? So a student will also get this message in their class, because this is a classroom. So a student will also get this assignment. So you can see here it is showing that Amrendra Saran posted a new assignment. This is the student account. A student is seeing that the new assignment has been posted here. Project proposal presentation for final year. ठीक है ना? So the student will be able to see this assignment, right? So suppose now as a teacher I want to make the automatic grading of assignment, right? Suppose the students are going to upload their project proposal, and they are going to present, right? So suppose I have taken the presentation of 5 or 6 students, right, about this about their project ideas, what project they are going to make during their project duration, right? So they have presented their project proposal, and I want to grade it. So I can use this rubrics field. So again, let me create a new assignment, right? Or I can also edit it. New assignment. Okay, no issue. Let me create a new assignment here only. So I'm creating a new assignment. Presentation of project idea. So I have given, I will be giving some help document to make their presentation, or to present to how to present their ideas, right? So I will if teacher want to append some reference, they can append here. So again, it is giving me option to which student I want to share this assignment, right? So I can select individual student, or I can select all the student, right? It is giving points, that is 100 marks. So suppose I have given the due date by tomorrow, right? And I have selected the topic, that is FDP. When I will click on this rubric, right, so it will give me 3 options: create rubrics, reuse rubrics, or import from sheets, right? So if you are going to create the rubrics, you can Google will help you to create the rubrics, right? In rubrics, you will have to give the parameters, right? Criteria, different criteria which you want to put. Suppose I want to put some criteria. Suppose criteria title, suppose presentation skill, right? Presentation skill is one. I've set one criteria, right? Then point, which what is the point? So if I'm giving 4 point, so excellent is, suppose I am giving here excellent. presentation as per the standard. So similarly, I can create multiple rubrics. Point number 3, below standard, some more improvement. This type of rubrics you can create, right? So a rubrics is basically giving you a facility to make the grading based on the some different criteria. So let me use some I am having some already used rubrics, right? So let me use that rubrics. I will show you how to, because it will take some much time to create the rubrics. It is a time taking job. So let me use some pre-existing rubrics which I am having. So this is a rubrics I will show you. So I will going to select it. So you can see, as soon as I have imported this rubrics, you can able to see that how many criteria I have set. There are 4 criteria: idea presentation, and in idea presentation criteria I have given 4 point 4 3 2 1. Exceeds standard, meet standard, below standard, beginning, right? Presented idea is original, in original manner. Presented idea in consistent manner. Idea is too general. Idea is unclear, right? Similarly, I have given some marks to the organization, that how the content was organized in their presentation. So I have given the excellent organization, organized to some extent, not organized. Word choice, what are the words they have used while presenting. So I have given some standard. Excellent use of nouns and verbs, try to good nouns and verbs, need more nouns and verb, no use of nouns and verb. Writing skills I have given, no spelling punctuation mistake or grammatical mistake. In this way I have given some criteria. Speaking skills, excellent communication skill, few mistakes while speaking, a number of mistake, too many mistake, right? In this way I have generated rubrics, right? Based on these rubrics I will able to evaluate their presentation or their assignment, right? So I will save it, right? Even this enterprise version of this Google G Suite is giving the option to check the plagiarism, originality of the assignment submitted by the student, right? So once I will append this rubrics, right, I will submit this assignment. As soon as I will submit this assignment, it will be visible to the student also, right? So let me open the student account. This is the student account. In the student account, the message is displayed. This teacher has posted a new assignment. So when the student will open this assignment, he will get that teacher has given some rubrics also here for evaluating my presentation, right? Presentation of project. So it will also be visible, the parameters or the criteria given by the teachers, that will also be visible to the student, and the maximum marks the student will be able to see, that the presentation will be out of 100 marks. So you can see in rubrics I have given the grading to 20, right? So it will automatically give the grading proportionate to the 100. Suppose out of 100 15 marks student has given, right? So similarly in 100 out of 100 it will be the 75% marks will be given to the student. So it will be automatically calculated based on the rubrics, right? So in this assignment, a student will be able to see that what are the criteria teachers has set to evaluate my presentation, right? Idea presentation, then organization of the content, right? Then word choice, right? Then writing skills and speaking skills, right? So these are the criteria teachers have set. So now a student is now mentally prepared, right, that my presentation is going to be evaluated based on this criteria, right? So suppose a student will take this assignment. So suppose a student is going to submit this assignment. So suppose a student has made the presentation, right, and he has submitted the project report, right, presentation report. So suppose I am submitting here as a student, I am submitting a report here. Suppose I have submitted any file as my presentation report. What else I have presented? And to submit the assignment, the student has to click on turn in. So when a student will click on turn in, it means the student has responded. The student has responded to the assignment, right? Now let's go to the teacher section. In teacher section, now teacher will be able to see the assignment submitted, which student has submitted the assignment, right? So when teacher will open this, it will able to see that student 1 has submitted the assignment, right? So now to grade this assignment, what teacher will do, it will click on this assignment. He will go through the assignment submitted by the student, right? He will go through the assignment, and now he will grade the assignment. So here all the rubrics are available here. Suppose I want to give the grade to the idea presentation, so I can see that how this student has presented. Suppose it was excellent, so I will give the excellent here, right, in the idea presentation. In organization, suppose it was just meeting the standard, so I can select this, right, organization. Suppose in word choice it was excellent, so I have selected this. As a teacher, I am marking this assignment, right, grading this assignment. So suppose again writing skill was very good, so I have submitted. Speaking skills was good, so I have submitted, right? Now I have graded all the the assignment based on all the criteria. If I want to give some private message to the student, I can also as a teacher I can also write here, right? So after giving this assignment, you can see here the score has been calculated proportionally out of 100, right? Though I have given only 20 marks in my rubrics, but now the marks allotted to the student will be as per the base of 100, right? You can also override this as a teacher. Suppose you want to give some extra advantage to the student, grace marks you can give, and you can alter this, right? You can alter this, and once the teacher will be teacher is ready, and teacher is ready to submit ready to return this assignment, that the teacher has graded the assignment, now teacher will return this, right? So as soon as teacher will return this assignment, it means this will be the feedback from the teachers to the student. Now student will be able to see that how was my assignment and what grade teacher has allocated to my assignment. So let's go to the student section. So it will be completely transparent, right? Now you can see, and the student account, it is showing that 98 out of 100 marks the student has received, right? And he can also able to see that on which criteria I am lacking, right? So he can able to see that in organization teacher has given me just meeting the standard, that is my content was not properly organized, right? Though my idea was unique, my presentation and writing skills was good, but organization of content was not up to the mark. So now student will able to improve their performance, right? And it is also giving the option to resubmit, right? It is also giving to the option to resubmit, right? So you can as a teacher you can give this privilege that a student is allowed to resubmit the assignment or not, right? So you can go to the assignment and you can check this assignment. So just go to my classroom. This was my assignment, right? So In edit, I can give this permission. Here I can give this permission that student, some more permissions are there, right? That student can only comment, only teacher can comment, right? Grading, sorry. Okay, no issue. So some more features with this assignment, with this classroom. Let me show you that while sharing this classroom, the one method which I have shown you, that is to invite the student, right? Another method is that you can give the class code. You can give the class code. You just go to this setting button, right? In setting button, you can give this class code. This is the class code you can give to the student, and any student they can join using this class code, right? As a student, I can use this class code. So to display the class code, you can see in the bigger font. Suppose you are taking the online classes, so you can show this class code into bigger font. Using this class code also the student can join, right? So to join this class, what the student has to do, he has to go to this classroom account here, classroom account, and just click on the this plus button. They have to enter into the they have to enter this class code, and they have to join. Once he will click on this join button, he will join to the class, right? So this is another method to join the classroom or to invite the student. Suppose you are having the 100 or 200 number of student, and it is not always possible, right, to invite, to add one by one email IDs of each and every student. So in that case, what you will have to do, you just go to this setting button, and you can copy this invitation link, or you can give the class code, right? You can also give this invitation link. By invitation link also the student can join, right? So in stream, the stream, in the normal stream, classroom stream, the teacher as well as student both are able to comment, right? You can see here, till now only teachers were was commenting on this classroom, but as a student I can also comment on this classroom. So suppose as a student now I am commenting here, sir, this is student 1, right? So I suppose I want to reply. I suppose teacher has posted some assignment, and I want to submit my assignment publicly, so I can also put my assignment from here. I can just attach my file and I can put it, right? So it will be displayed to all the participant, all the teachers, all the students who have joined this classroom. So just now the student 1 has responded to this classroom, so you can see here. So you can see as a teacher, you are able to see student 1 has responded that, sir, this is student 1, right? You can also reply to this student, right? So these were the features. In grades, if you have graded, then these all reports will be there, that for which assignment you have graded, right? And all the students' name will be here, right? Suppose you have graded for the student 1. Suppose there are 100 students, so all under 100 students will be listed here, and their grading will be there, right? So if you are browsing as a teacher, if you are browsing the student 1 feedback, right? Assignment. So you can go to this. You can open this. So here you have graded, right? Here you have graded for student 1. Suppose you are having 100 number of student, right, for grading. So you can easily switch in between the students. So you can directly go to this drop down, and you can also switch in between the student. Suppose 100 student was there, and you have to grade all the student. So you can do one by one. you can select the student 1, student 2. As soon as you will select the student, their assignment will be displayed here, and the grading criteria will be displayed here. From here you can select the grading criteria and respond to their assignment, right? So this was the small idea about how to use this Google Classroom, right? So as you explore it, it will be very, very beneficial for all the teachers. You have to explore it. So I have given the basic idea how to use this Google Classroom. The another useful feature, the application which the Google is providing, that is your Jamboard. Jamboard is just like a you can say it is just like a whiteboard or sticky board. In many offices you have seen this green board on which you will be pasting the stickers by the help of clip, right? So that, like that, you can create any Jamboard. So I have created one Jamboard here. So you can also create. Suppose I want to create a Jamboard. Jamboard is also a very interactive platform, right? It is interactive platform. Suppose I am explaining something on my board, right? And many students are attending, right? So a student will also be able to write on that Jamboard. So the benefit of this Jamboard is that it do not require any video conferencing software, because in online education many of you will be taking the classes using Google Meet or Google Microsoft Team or Zoom, right? So these video conferencing softwares are giving features of whiteboard, right? Writing the whiteboard, right? But this Jamboard is very, very unique, and it do not require any video conferencing, right? It do not require any camera or any mic, right? But still it is very interactive. How to use this Jamboard? Let me show you. So suppose I want to write something. My class. So suppose I have written here my class. I can also erase. I can attach some sticky notes here. Hello student. So I can place the sticky notes from here, right? I can rotate it. I can place it anywhere in this. How you are feeling, right? I can ask anything, right? I can ask anything from the student, right? And the benefit of this Jamboard is the student can also write on this board, right? They can give their feelings, or what they are feeling about some topics, or what. Suppose you have displayed some image, right? Suppose I have displayed the India map here, right? So suppose I have displayed the India map here, right? And now I want to ask student, please locate where the Ganga river is situated, right? Where the Ganga river is situated, right? So I want to make some drawing over here. I can also do that, right? I can also write here text box. Please locate Ganga river in this map, right? So now I am going to share this Jamboard with the students, so that you will get an idea how it is interactive, right? How this Jamboard will be interactive one, without using any video conferencing, without using any mic or camera. This this Jamboard will, how this Jamboard will work, right? So student, I'm going to share with the student 1. So let me open the student 1 account. So you can see in the student email ID, it has received the Jamboard invitation to join the Jamboard. So here the same Jamboard is visible, right? You can see here the teacher Jamboard is same Jamboard is visible here. So whatever the teacher will write here, suppose I am asking Rahul to answer first. I have just pasted this sticky note here, right? So now it will be visible to the Rahul also, right? To the Rahul also it is visible. So Rahul is suppose writing something.
Sir, student sheet is not visible, sir, anytime.
Sorry, sir.
Student sheet is not visible always. That's the problem.
Student sheet is not visible.
Yes, sir.
No,
While you
sir.
are doing something.
So, sir, you can see Rahul has written, I am here, so it is visible to
yes,
the...
it is visible, sir, but it is visible, but student sheet is not visible. That is the problem.
Yes, sir. Student sheet is not visible.
Okay. Student seat.
Yes, whenever you are switching for a student seat, that seat is not visible.
This is not visible?
Sir.
No, it is not visible, sir. It is not only black. Black sheet is visible, nothing is visible.
Sir, you are asking, you are telling it now, but because entire Google Classroom...
Sir, black screen is showing now.
Sorry?
Black only we are getting black screen, sir. Whenever you click for a student sheet, we are getting only black sheet. Black sheet is visible.
Sir, why you have not informed me, sir, earlier? Because I have explained the entire Google Classroom using this...
sir, many times I just mentioned in the chat box.
In chat box.
We are just mentioning in the chat box, sir.
So many things you have missed, sir, because the entire Google Classroom session was, I was explaining using this these two teacher and student account, right?
Yeah.
Anything, anyway, I am just checking why it is not visible. Let me check once again.
Okay, sir.
So at least you should have informed me and earlier, sir, because earlier I was explaining this Google Classroom. So I was parallelly synchronizing the student account and teacher account, and I was showing you. But many now I am going.
We have mentioned it in the chat box, sir.
Oh, sorry, sir. I missed the
mentioned it in the chat. I thought I should not disturb you. That's why I mentioned in the chat box.
Oh, okay, sir. Anyway, sir, let me show you in the same browsers. Might be it will be visible. Let me show you in the same browser. Add another account. Let me open another instance of this Google. No. Just 1 second, sir. Anyway, tomorrow also I am having one session. So if anything skipped, I will cover it tomorrow class also, right? So just hold on for a few minutes. Let me explain this Jamboard. Is it visible, sir, now?
No, same black is coming.
It's not
Black
visible, sir.
Is it visible?
Yes, sir.
This is visible, right?
Yes.
Yes, sir. Yes.
This is not visible?
It's a black screen.
Not visible, sir.
Okay, just hold on, sir. I have to change my sharing setting. Sharing setting, screen 1 window, meeting, desktop, screen 1 window, meeting Microsoft title Jam. Again, it is black screen is coming, sir. Is it black screen coming or it is visible?
Visible, sir, visible.
So student, this is visible. This is the Internet Explorer browser is visible to all of you.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Okay, and this is also visible, right, sir?
Yes, that is also visible.
Okay. So I am extremely sorry that the earlier it was not visible, right? So anyway, so I was explaining this Jamboard. Jamboard is basically a very interactive board, right? Interactive board recently launched by this Google, right? So it is useful for online education, right? Suppose teacher is explaining something, right? So in this Jamboard, student can directly interact with the teacher without having any mic or camera support. So they can write on this Jamboard. So suppose I have, as a student, I have written here, and I have opened this. Suppose I am writing here. Sir, I am here, or suppose I am writing here. I am Rahul. Suppose Rahul is written here, and similarly, instantly it will be visible on teacher screen, right? Teacher screen, it will be visible, right? So suppose teacher want to explain something, right? He can drag and drop images here, right? He can enlarge the image, right? It will be also visible on the student account. Suppose student want to mark, suppose teacher has asked, please locate the Ganga river in the map. So student can highlight that, sir, please you can mark this Ganga river. It is going to this direction, right? So in this way, this will be visible to teacher or teacher screen also, right? So in many ways it is visible. It is very helpful. Many ways it will be helpful, right? Even suppose teacher want that different students should answer on different page. So he can create different page here, right? He can create different pages here, and he can write here. This page is for, suppose I have written here,
Rahul.
This page for Rahul. I have written here. So only Rahul will respond on this page, right? Getting my point? And suppose on another page I have written here, this page for Ram, right? So I have written here. So only Ram will respond on this page, right? So similarly, suppose Ram want to respond, he will respond on this page only, right? So it will be helpful when multiple students are responding on the same question. Suppose teacher has asked some question, right? Teacher has asked some question that where is the capital of India, right? Suppose teacher has asked the question, where is the capital of India? Here. So, and every student has to answer this, right? So each student will answer this question on their individual pages, right? So suppose Rahul want to answer, so he will answer on this page, right? He will answer on this page, right? So it will be answered by Rahul. Suppose Ram want to answer, he can write here, right? So in this way, multiple screens teacher can present to the student, right? Also, teacher can use the mathematical equations, and he can also write here. Let me show you. There is a plugin called Equitio. Equitio is a plugin you can write here. So it is a Google Chrome extension. When you install this extension to your Google Chrome, right? So you can use this to use some equation, to write some equation. So let me show you from starting. You have to click on this add to extension. It will be adding to your Google Chrome. So once it will be added, you have to go to this and you have to plug in. Now you have to open Google Doc, right? From Google Doc, once you open the Google Doc, you have to click on this. As soon as you will click on this Equito extension, now it will give you some writing option, right? So suppose here I want to write any equation, right? So I will just write here. Suppose I want to write here, sorry. Suppose I want to write here 4 x square plus 3 is equal to 25. Suppose I have written some equation here, so automatically it is converting. Automatically it is converting to this mathematical expression, right? And I can insert it here. So this will be inserted into your my Google Doc. Google Doc, it has been inserted. Sorry. Suppose I want to write some equation. Suppose I have written here x square so it will be directly converting your handwriting into equation, mathematical expression, right? So this equation has been inserted, right? It will be inserted into your Google Doc directly, right? So it is again you can directly copy this image and you can directly put it into your Jamboard. Sorry, you can insert this Google Drive. Now you can import this from the Google Drive. You can either save it as a image. You can directly save it as a image, copy, and you can directly paste it into the paint. You can directly paint. You can put it into the paint. Copy or if it is not coming, you can save it. So basically it is a way of writing this equation, right? You can directly save it as a image file. I have taken the snapshot of this and now I can upload it from my computer. So you can see I can write any equation using Equito and I can directly import it as a image, right? So this is also very interactive and you can use into your daily classroom this Jamboard, right? So you can also embed some images. You can draw some circles over here, right? You can erase. Suppose you want to erase something. Yes,
sir,
sir.
I have a question, sir.
Yes, sir.
Suppose that there are 60 students in a class and I have created 60 pages for the students, each student.
Yes,
And
sir.
suppose a particular student wants to search his document. So either have to check each and everything, or is there any shortcut to find out the individual seat?
No, sir. Right now there is no shortcut, right? Because once the teacher is creating this screen, right? So they either they can announce, they can write here right here that Rahul is allocated to screen number 1, Ram is allocated to screen number 2. They have to write here. Teacher has to write here on the front page. Either teacher can write here that page number 1 is dedicated to Ram, Rahul, and so on.
Okay.
So means all screens are available. All screens are visible to all students, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. All the student screen will be visible to all students, sir.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
If you are making it privately, then you can create different Jamboard for each student, right? You can create a different Jamboard for each student.
Okay.
Right, sir.
Right.
So I think it is all for today's session, right? So if something left, I will cover it tomorrow, right? Tomorrow I will be explaining some more useful tool for teaching and learning, online teaching and learning, right? So today's session was totally focused on the Google product. So if you are having any doubt, you can ask me, right?
Good session, sir. Good session.
So tomorrow I'll be covering some other tools apart from Google product, right?
Yes.
Any doubt, you can ask me.
Yes, any queries, participants?
Sir, about the Google Sheet.
Yes, ma'am.
So I think today only the MS Word and the PowerPoint and Classroom that was completed. So Google Sheet actually I want to know some insights. If suppose it is going to cover tomorrow, so tomorrow I will ask the questions. I want some learning about the Google Sheets, Excel sheet.
You can ask me, ma'am, what doubts you are having, ma'am, in the Google Sheet.
Actually, in Google Sheet means how we can do the merge mail, because same mail if you want to send the multiple peoples at the same time. So how we can use the Google Sheet for merging the mail and sending mail to individual faculty. That was actually the query.
Ma'am, mail merge is basically feature of MS Word, right? So you
Yes,
can
yes.
I will demonstrate it how to do this mail merge. It is very basic you can say thing. In the MS Office you can do it, right? Google Sheet will help you only in making the addresses, right? So once you will make the list of addresses to whom you want to send the letter, right? So Google Sheet will help you to create the sheet, that is name and their address, right? But again, to create the mail merge, you will have to use the MS Word, right? In MS Word, you will get the option to generate the mail merge, right, ma'am?
Yes.
So tomorrow I will explain you, ma'am. No issue, ma'am.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir. Tomorrow I will. Thank you so much.
Any other query? So I think that no more questions from the participant side, and thanks for having such a wonderful session, Dr. Amrinder Saranji. We are very thankful. Yes, yes, yes. Anything, sir?
No, no, sir. Thank you very much, sir. I have also enjoyed this learning, right, sir? So
Okay.
participant was very interactive, right?
Okay, okay.
Thank you very
So
much, sir.
it was a very interactive session by Amrinder Saranji. So thank you, sir, for being with us.
Thank you, sir.
Okay.
Thank you.
So
Shall I leave, sir?
Thank you, sir.
yeah, yeah, yes.
Thank you very much, sir.
Okay,
We will meet
okay.
tomorrow,
So,
sir.
dear participants, we will meet tomorrow as per the schedule. Okay, so all of you are requested to be there at time. Okay, so thanks
Hello,
from my
sir.
side. Okay, so we will meet tomorrow.
Thank you, sir.
Hello,
Okay.
sir. Hello. Hello.
Yes, yes, yes.
Sir, actually, about the attendance, we want to know some more. So, sir, how our attendance is going to be marked?
Your attendance is automatic. You are available there, so your attendance is automatic there. Okay, at what time?
Sir, and about the assignment submission or the test.
Okay, sir.
Yes, yes, yes.
Sir, about the assignment submission, if it is on the test, how it will be, sir? That pattern we are not aware.
It will be online. Time to time, we will provide each and every information to you, and you have to just follow those practices, and that will be taken by us. Okay, no issue.
Yes, yes.
Okay, sir. Another request is that the link that you have forwarded to us yesterday on our mail ID. When we go to that link, there are two options. Either we have to download this Microsoft software that we are using right now, or without that as well. So does this will impact our attendance part or no? We can, either of the two we can use.
You can use either of the two. Otherwise, I will check with the IT person, and only then I will be in the state of giving answer of this question. Okay. So
okay, sir. I have one more question regarding.
Thank you.
Sir.
Yes.
Sir, if somebody is joining through YouTube Live, then how the attendance is calculated? How the attendance is marked?
Up to 200 participants, you can join. Okay.
No, sir. If somebody is using
no. It will be better to join
through team.
Have given permission to only 200 participants. Okay. And yes, and with the 200 students, there is no problem for joining the links and all this. Okay. So you have to be there with the link.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Okay.